United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in.
Good try, oh incredible! Ilkay Gundogan! Right from the start! That is stunning!
They've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello. It's working. I was a bit worried the chat wasn't working before because all your messages disappeared. So I was like, oh, I'm glad to see you're all here at last. Anyway, good. Semi-final. Here we go. Team news. I want to talk about it immediately. First of all, no, let's be fair. Hello. Hope everyone's good. I hope you're all looking after yourselves. I hope you're all happy and well. That's the most important thing. Second most important thing is what is Pep doing with that midfield? I'm seeing a lot of people happy. Some people describing it as a strong starting 11. It's got aspects to it that are strong, I'll give you that. But midfield, it's a concern for me. You know, I was going on about my preview was all about Nico and Rodri starting together. That was it. Start them together. Pep's gone, fuck you, neither. I'm going to start neither. I'm having a right laugh at typical City today. And he's gone with Nico O'Reilly and Bernardo Silva. I'm imagining those two are going to be deep. O'Reilly could be on his own. I mean, that's mental. Absolutely mental on his own. In defensive midfield alongside Bernardo Silva gives him a bit of protection. It's the physical aspect. There's one saving grace to a little bit of this. Is there's no Tonali. Okay, it's Jacob Ramsey in midfield, but he's not, he's not a lightweight guy himself. Tonali's a bit more on the physical side compared to Jacob Ramsey. But I mean, Bruno G and Joel Linton are in that midfield still, going up against Nico O'Reilly and Bernardo Silva. Oh, but we'll drop Foden. I hope at the end of the game I'm going, Pep's a genius. What do I know? Getting Foden in those pockets. That's clearly the aim. It's not on the screen, but the gaps that Newcastle will leave, Foden in the pockets. I would have liked to have seen Cherki as well, exploiting even more of those pockets, because we have been playing with 2 10s this season more often than not. Going for a bit of Doku and Semenyo on the wings, though, that excites me. That gets my juices going a little bit. Getting a little bit. That's exciting. Haaland in between them. I'll take a bit of that. Thank you very much. Before we go into it in any more detail, good to see you. Church, which seems to have been the first comment here today. All the comments before that, mate, got wiped. My stupid face just appeared on that screen, which is unbelievably off-putting. No one wants to see that, apart from you. Church, tonight's lineup, it's all on the screen for you. Church has doubled down, but yeah, man, I've got mixed feelings about that starting 11. I hope you're good. See what I mean? Your 6-0's gone. I know for a fact you'll have said earlier 6-0. Unless you didn't. I don't know. Never mind. Little Bundun. That's a good name. I have a bad feeling about this. Ain't no way we are playing this game with a DM. Yeah, I'm sort of there, mate. I'm sort of there with you, mate. I'm a little bit disheartened by that midfield. Benjamin reckons it's the worst lineup ever. I'm not sure it's the worst, but I feel the concern that you're feeling there, mate. This is just a guy. What up, Johnny? Good to see you, mate. It's a difficult one, but manageable. So 3-1 to our boys in Sky Blue with a Foden goal. Definitely somewhere in there. Hopefully VAR won't be their 12th man. Blue Moon. What did everyone make of no VAR during the FA Cup periods? Even in big games. Well, I say big games like Premier League versus Premier League. No VAR. Did you miss it? Was it a breath of fresh air? I'm somewhere in between because I felt like there were moments that really needed it. And I was like, well, this is where I think VAR should be offsides. I think that's the best thing about VAR and the most. And even that, people still debate it. Even then, it's like the lines aren't accurate. They've not put the line in the right place. So there are still problems to it. But that's the closest thing in VAR to black and white. I think we should have VAR. We should just call it offside technology. That's what we should call it. We should call it offside technology. I don't think we even need a linesman anymore, to be honest with you. I don't think we do. Because you've seen them, like something at the dog tracks. Anyone who goes to the dog track, I don't. I've been like twice. But I know they have like this hair, this fake hair, this teddy bear hair that just like shoots down this track. And all the dogs chase after it round the track. Just put a linesman on that track. And just have a linesman going up and down like a robot one. Just like that, going offside and lifting his flag up. Stuff like that. The technology's out there. Must be. Anyone, Phil, good to see you, mate. A hearty good evening to you, Church. I trust I find you well. For some reason, I feel like you said that with a monocle and a glass of whiskey for some reason. I pictured you going, a hearty good evening to you, Church. I trust I find you well. That's what I pictured, Phil. That's exactly what I'm picturing. And I hope I'm right. Good to see you, George. Come on, City. James likes the lineup. I mean, I think the front four's exciting. The midfield, mate. What are you thinking about that midfield? What do you reckon, mate? Cherky, good evening, Blues. It's time to silence the Geordies. And a 2-1 win with a goal from Semenyo and Doku to go up on the first leg of the semi-final. That's it, mate. That's it. Good to see you, Mullet. Hope you're good. And Mickey as well. O'Reilly, good in midfield. Well, we're going to find out, mate. We're going to find out. Douglas, good to see you as always, mate. As always. Officer Mullet's been busy. I can see a lot of... Oh, she's called Chloe. That's my daughter's name. So even though she's an Arsenal fan, clearly, I'll let her off for having a good name. Good name. Got a piece of strawberry stuck. Had a bowl of fruit before I came on. No blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and grapes. If you're fucking interested, I guess you're not. I'm not either. I don't know why I said it, to be honest, because I'm bored. Fucking hell. Ryan, good to see you. Let's get some goals today. Think about where we would be without O'Reilly this year. Yeah, man. What a player he's been. But at left back, that's the point. He has been a fix a flat. Another Semenyo goal incoming. That would be nice. That would be very nice as well. I heard Eddie Howe complaining about Semenyo, saying that the rule... I think he was saying it in jest, to be honest to him. But yeah, complaining about the rule. The fact that Semenyo's played for Bournemouth in this tournament and now he's playing for City in this tournament. We don't make the rules, man. As soon as City benefit from a rule, the rule book needs addressing. It's always City. It always is us. Whenever there's a rule that is to the benefit of Manchester City, it's like, well, that can't be right. That can't be good. We can't have City benefiting. We need to change the rules. Do you know what I mean? That's just financial fair play in a nutshell, basically. The history of football has been that. Anyone can take over a football club and inject a certain amount of cash into said football club. No problem. Even with Chelsea, the rules didn't come in. Not immediately. Anyway, Roman Abramovich comes in, he injects some money, starts splashing the cash. You remember Steven Gerrard, all these superstar signings that they went for. Gerrard didn't come, obviously, but like that's the calibre of player they went for that. But no, we can't have that. City come in, boom, financial fair play. We need to have financial regulations put in place here because that's not right. We can't have City benefiting. It's bollocks, man. It is. Techno Kid, good to see you. 2 months already. Nico at midfield concerns me. 2 months already, mate. Yeah, fair play to you, mate. Thank you for the support. Big up to you, mate. Legend as well. Big up to you, mate. Thank you very much. Concerns me, even if his main position is midfield. He's been good at left back, but Semenyo is the key to victory. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right, because Semenyu's, he's got his work cut out for him tonight. He's going to... I'm hoping you might see him drop a little bit deeper, maybe offer a bit of defensive support, because I think Semenyu's very good at that. He's very good at that. Haaland has to score today, right? Says Raymad. I don't think in terms of the pressure on him, I think if you're saying it in the sense of it's surely today that he does, then I think it feels like it's one of them days. I think Haaland, hopefully, mate. But I don't think we should feel like we need to pressurise him into scoring, because he will. He'll come back, and he'll score some good goals. Many a goal as well for Manchester City for the remaining games of the season, 100%. And big up to Chad. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that support. Really kind of you, mate. Thank you very much, Chad. Top man. And before we carry on, Christine's just popped one in at the bottom while I'm looking. Come on, Jonny. We bend rules and we buy refs. What's not to like? Hey! That's it, mate. That's it, Christine. Absolutely. Yeah. I want to be a part of that conversation. I don't know why you're not listening to me, to be honest. Fucking rude, to be honest with you, mullet. Rude. But I do want to be involved in the carrot discussion. Anyway, moving on. What do you think about this midfield? The Newcastle team is more or less what we expected. There's two positive bits of news from the Newcastle 11. Is no Harvey Barnes is bigger than no Tonali for me. Because Harvey Barnes on the bench for this sort of game. For me, I think he's their top goal scorer. He is their top goal scorer and he's on the bench. So that's got to be good news. He's been playing very well. Scored a goal against us earlier this season. Did he score two, in fact? And we were taking the piss out of him. Well, we weren't taking the piss, but we were having a bit of a pop at him, weren't we? About his choice to now be Scottish, which I still stand by. He's not Scottish, but he's decided that he is now because he technically can be considered Scottish by the rules of FIFA. But the facts are that all the Scottish players that got them to the World Cup, one of those players now has to be left out to make way for Harvey Barnes. I think that's awful. I think that's disgusting. I really think that's poor, man. Whoever it is, even if it's like a fourth choice goalkeeper, you're robbing someone of their experience just because it's like, well, I'm coming in the final moments, to get all the glory at the World Cup. That's bollocks, that. Don't like that at all. But yeah, it is the Oil Classico, mullet, mate. Got the Oil Club hoodie on as well, which is almost representing Newcastle now, isn't it? To be honest, it's I might look like a half and half scarf twat with this on in this particular game. Looks like I'm absolutely loving it, full of oil. Just lather me up with some oil. You know what I mean? Score prediction. I didn't give it in my preview, did I? I don't think I did. I still think we can win here. I've just lost a lot of my belief with that midfield. I'm concerned how we're going to cope with the physical aspect of the game, because Newcastle are a very physical side. This first 20 minutes, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Don't sit down and get ready, relaxed, and like, looking forward to this. You need to be on the edge of your seat immediately for this game, because they're going to be intense. Those first 20 minutes, I promise you, they're going to be intense. Absolutely intense. And we got to ride that storm. First 20 minutes, ride the storm. Don't concede. Quieten down the crowd a little bit. And then start playing our football. And I think we can come away with the win, even with this midfield. And I love Nico O'Reilly, but I mean, I don't see him in defensive midfield. It must be because Nico Gonzalez is injured, because he's not even on the bench. He must be injured. And he didn't want to risk Rodri. Even though he only played 45 minutes against Exeter, which made me and probably most of you think, well, 45 minutes is not 90 minutes, is it? So if math serves me well, that's not the same thing. That's half a football match. So with that in mind, I would have thought he could probably play in this game, albeit it was 3 days ago. He's rested Rodri for the second half against Exeter. So I thought, bring him in. I obviously got a bit carried away and wanted Nico Gonzalez in, but he's been in and out with injuries as well. But him not being even on the bench to me, no one's asked that question. Where is he? Where is Nico Gonzalez? No one in the media, I haven't seen anyone worry about him at all. Like, it's so important to us, Nico Gonzalez, and no one seems to give a shit about him. Like, it's madness. I do it myself. I fuck it up half the time. But yeah, I do it myself, mate. But you can probably tell. Art, thank you for the super chat, mate. Add this to the ref bribe pool. Yeah, man. That's going to go. That could get us a couple of yellow cards, that. That could get us a couple on the opposition. I mean, maybe even a cheeky red, you know. It'll, back in the day, it used to, who's that referee who's got done recently for having a go at Klopp and being, taking cocaine? I always forget his name. I was going to say it could have paid for his drugs, but, Coot, that's it. Coot. Yeah, could have paid for Coot's coke. That, but, yeah, only Michael Oliver now. He's injured. Right, well, no, where was the question? I didn't see that information out there. You know, unless it was like just asked the Pep before the game. Yeah, not heard anything about it. But Blues, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribing if you're new. If you're interested in becoming a member, the link is, I think it's there, because it was there in the morning, but everything seems to have disappeared that I did this morning. But there is there, I can see it. Becoming a member is easy. Hit that link button at the top, and you're supporting the channel by doing so. You get access to some emojis and things like that. This video, of course, is sponsored by OK Jersey. I always forget. Every stream I forget. I meant to mention it. So, OK Jersey. Go and check them out. Replica shirts, ridiculously cheap prices. And, yeah, I've worn a few of their shirts this year. I've washed them multiple times. I can testify to the quality of the material. It's decent. It is good. And, yeah, very, very affordable as well. Very affordable. But, yeah. No centre-half on the bench either, which is odd considering Pep's comments recently complaining about the lack of centre-back options available to him. So what does he do? He throws them all on the pitch at the same time. The ones that are available. I'm bamboozled by Pep today. You know me on this. I defend him, man. I defend him probably sometimes more than he deserves at times because I just love him so much. You can't hate Pep if you're a proper City fan, deep down in your heart, for what he's given this club. You can't hate Pep. You just allow him to make mistakes, don't you? You can have a little bit of a whinge, but this, to me, I am preemptively suggesting this is a mistake. I am hoping I'm wrong. But for me, with no Nico Gonzalez, Rodri's on the bench. That's got to be the reason why O'Reilly's playing. I would have played O'Reilly left back, rest Ake, because he's not, the fittest guy in the world. He often picks up injuries. Keep him spare as an alternative. Fooney coming on. He's not even on the bench. So what are we going to do if we lose one of our centre-backs? O'Reilly's got to go left back, presumably, and then bring on Rodri if we do lose. That's how we cope with the loss of a centre-back. Elaine, Kusanov, they excite me. Kusanov a little bit more than Elaine. Elaine, I'm still waiting for this because Brighton played well. Exeter, it's Exeter, scored a goal. Great stuff. This is you're going to get tested big time in this game. This is another level up to what you've already played. I know Brighton at home was not an easy test either. I just feel like this is a really, real, proper step up for him. Same for Kusanov, really. I'm hoping to see these two combined link up well in that centre-back position. Núñez as well. A part of me thought, could he be the one? To be in midfield today? I don't think he is. I think it's already been confirmed, actually, that Nico O'Reilly is in defensive midfield. But I had a funny feeling that Kusanov might be going right back. And then Elaine and Ake and O'Reilly as the back four, with Núñez in midfield. I think I'd prefer O'Reilly over Núñez, to be honest, because Núñez, I'm surprised at how many years he's spent in midfield when you look at his actual attributes. His first touch is it's decent enough. Tight spaces, though, that's not really Núñez's game. I feel like in the pockets, collecting from the back four, he's certainly not good enough for Manchester City's midfield. His attributes do not suit City's midfield and what Pep expects from those midfielders in their ability. I mean, Calvin Phillips couldn't get in the team for these very reasons. You can't receive the ball when you're facing your own goalkeeper. Calvin Phillips couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Every time he needed to take an extra touch or pass it first time, dangerously pass it first time, blindly. That was Calvin Phillips, and that's why he's still here. How is he still here is beyond me. But Núñez isn't far behind him in that same vein of thinking with like, you're not there, that's not your job. On the wing though, where it's pace and power, athleticism, knock it, chase it, more explosive attributes are needed when you're out wide, whether it be fullback or winger. That's Núñez in a nutshell. And it's surprised how long he's, spent in Wolves' midfield and Sporting Lisbon's midfield over the years. And now he's just finding out that really, you're a wide player, whether it be right wing or right back, you're a wide player. And I think it suits him down to the ground. And he's playing probably the best football he's ever played in his career now at Manchester City this year. I would rather see O'Reilly in that midfield. But the same questions are going to be asked of Nico O'Reilly. What are you like at receiving the ball, facing your own goalkeeper? Have you got that ability, the spatial awareness, the positional awareness, the opposition awareness? Are they closing you down? Those little details in that particular role in defensive midfield, receiving it from the keeper. Are you going to be able to do that? And I feel like that's why Bernardo Silva's playing. Because he can do that job. And I feel like he will be the one asked to do that. And give it Bernardo. Give it Bernardo. And then he can be the bridge between build-up play and opportunities. I feel like he's going to be that guy today, Bernardo Silva. But let's see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope O'Reilly can do the job for us in that position. Renewed, thank you so much for that super chat, mate. That's really kind, mate. Thank you very much. Love and support, Johnny. Come on, City. Big up to you, Renewed. Thank you very much. Really a kind donation, that, mate. Thank you very much. I thought I'd see you today, mate. Jorginho too. For 90 minutes, you're a wanker. Then bro, man, Jorginho. I'll go. Yeah, man. And then 90 minutes later, to be honest, 90 minutes is pushing it, mate. I'm thinking give it a couple of days. And then we've got the second leg as well. So maybe we just have a bit of time apart, bit of space, bit of breathing space. You have a think, I have a think. Come back, see how it pans out, what happens on the pitch. And then we'll have a discussion whether our relationship is sustainable or not. Okay? After that, you can go back to being a wanker. Big up to you, Jorginho. Thank you very much for the super chit. Super. I said super shit then. I don't know where that came from. But Joe Linton is he? I don't know. I would love him on my team. I don't think he would ever get near a Pep Guardiola team. He just doesn't have the technical ability, does he? But I like everything about him, really, man. He's the way. If I was on a pitch, that's how I would want to play, and I want my players to play like Joe Linton. Just I like that. I like his style, man. He's just no nonsense. No nonsense. Big up, Peer. Cheers to you, mate. All the best, mate. Thank you very much. Flags are out at St. James's Park. I'd love to hear the atmosphere. Chat, tell me. What's the atmosphere like? I bet it's booming. I bet it's an intense atmosphere. We've got to, ride the storm. It's going to be... It's going to be an intense one, this. Let's make sure that clock's working. But yeah, if you've not hit that like button already, get those likes up. Do me a favour, it really does. Big up to Semenu. Love to Ghana. Yeah, sort of with you there, Paddy, to be honest. I've always felt like it's not... since the treble year, it's just not... It's been a very slow decline. He's not fallen off a cliff at any point, Ake. Some of the treatment of Ake, or not treatment, because he's not been treated badly. I just think people have had a bit too harsh a word to say about him at times. I feel like he's not anywhere near as bad as some people make out, Ake. But it's been a very slow decline that I would suggest is probably parallel to his age. So I don't think it's like he's doing anything wrong. It's just like you've lost a bit of speed. You don't get in the side as often anymore. So you're going to be a bit rusty when you do get in the side. That's kind of inevitable. But yeah, I don't know. I remember a League Cup semi-final, or it wasn't even a League semi-final. It might have been a quarter-final against Arsenal. I think that was in our four-peat year, maybe even the treble year. It might have been the treble year actually, where he absolutely pocketed Bukayo Saka at left back, and I remember that so well. Couldn't get anything out of him. Ake just bullied him, and then he scored as well. Ake in that game. Later on in the game, he scored. I think I made a short about it actually. If you go and check my channel and go and look for one of my shorts, I think I did some stupid like security message or like missing person message for like Bukayo Saka, and I did my stupid news presenter voice like, "Hello, Bukayo Saka is reported missing," something like that. Something like that. That rings a bell. Oh, second leg catch-up is February. Miles away. Thank you, Izan, mate. Thank you very much for that. You're a top man. Thank you very much, mate. That's it. What's it doing? What's he doing? Good to see you, Timmy. Oh, so menu then. Is he on the right? Is he on the right? Pap, pap, next to each other. Pep looks nervous. Are you nervous? Got to remember, this is the first half. This is the first half. I've got to remember that. You forget, don't you? It's mad, isn't it? Right, game's about to get underway. Come on, City. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. It's going to be Foden to kick us off. Big up, Chad. Thanks for the super chat, mate. And 8 months. 8 months, member. It's a long time to support me, mate. Thank you so much for that. Come on, then. We're off. We are off. What do you think about James Trafford as well? Would you have started him? I think he's it would be rude, really, to not start him. Because, you know, he's been the cup keeper. So it would be harsh to say, right, now we need to take it seriously. Sorry, mate, you're on the bench. It would be brutal to do that. Long ball here, one for Haaland to chase, if you can get on the end of that. Oh, it's a bit awkward at the back. Chow and Botman. Botman. It's a good name, that. Anyway, Chad, mate, thanks for that super chat. Feel like this is going to be a tight game, 2-1 City. Yeah, I think you're probably right, mate. I think you're probably right. Good layoff that from Haaland. Foden's touch was good, but then the pass was all wrong. Yeah, I hope Trafford has a good game. I hope Trafford has a good game. Because, you know, Donnarumma, games like this, he's the sort of keeper that he bails you out, man. He bails you out of any problems. I'm hoping Trafford can bail us out of some trouble today if we get into any. But yeah, 1 minute in, it does look like Bernardo Silva is a little bit more advanced compared to... It's a good ball, that. That's a free kick. Haaland doesn't dive. He just doesn't dive, as if he would fall over there. Bloody Botman. Botman. Fucking Haaland's robot man. It's Botman versus Botman. Good to see you, True Blue, mate. Good morning. Jonny and Blues from Thailand. 3 a.m, mate. Bloody hell. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, sir. Oh, come on, City. Newcastle with the ball building up from the back, trying to at least. Bernardo Silva trying to pick pockets. He's giving a foul away. I'm going to take my slippers off. Just in case you're wondering. Joe Linton on a mad one there. Lewis Hall with a direct switch. Ake brings it down, does well there, Nathan Ake. I rate Lewis Hall. I rate him highly. Good to see you, David, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you've calmed down since the 5-4 Fulham game. Most importantly. You were losing your head in that game, mate. I remember. I remember at 5-3, you were like, oh, it's only 5-3. You were losing it, mate. You need to chill, David, okay? Calm down, David. I'm only messing, mate. It was definitely not me doing it. It wasn't me losing my head. I never lose my head. Nico O'Reilly in that midfield. No one pressing him. Newcastle drop into a 4-5-1. That's the mid-block we're going to come up against today. Semenyo with a heavy touch there. Gives it away, but still got Newcastle in their own defensive third here. Good interception by Nico O'Reilly. Good composed play into Núñez. City throw. Oh. I do. I actually do. You think about the people that have won it over the years. It very rarely is the team that deserves it. You know. I think the one year, when we won it in the treble, I think we deserved it. I think we deserved it that year. But when we didn't win it and Chelsea won it, we deserved it. Over the course of the whole tournament, we played by far and away the best football. Pep just dropped an absolute clanger in the final. You know, doing something similar to this. Just like he loves pissing about with defensive midfield in big moments of the season, doesn't he? He loves it. But yeah, Chelsea didn't deserve it. Chelsea didn't deserve it when Bayern Munich, you know, when it was at the Allianz Arena, ball switched here. It's going to be ball across first time. Visa is the onside. He's hit it over the bar. Could have been a goal because it's not offside. Should have been 1-0 Newcastle. God, we got cut open too easily then, man. But I'm convinced Visa was offside there. And VAR is in play today. There's a good ball switched out. He was onside. He was onside. Wow, what a miss. What a miss. Left foot, he's not even close. It's 2 or 3 yards over the bar. It's a woeful finish from Visa, but I daren't give him another opportunity like that. You better not, because I don't think you're going to keep getting away with that. That's a proper warning shot fired, and that is going to absolutely buoy the Newcastle crowd. They're going to be feeling that now, aren't they? Come on, man. It was over the bar. Good to see you, Isa. Jorginho, what do you make of Lewis Hall? Because I think he's brilliant, mate. I think he's really good. Big fan of him. Semenyo against Lewis Hall. Comes into a side onto his left foot. Anthony Gordon gets back to slow him down. Foden. Núñez. Back to Foden. Kusanov. Playing it around, working its way over to Doku now. 4 or 5 passes later, it's on the other side. Jeremy Doku one-on-one with Miley. Murphy's back there helping him. Ake. City prodding and probing. Patient football. Newcastle on the edge of their own box. Semenyo. What's on Semenyo today for Manchester City? Because it's a 2-course meal, of course, with a second leg. What am I doing? Words. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying words. Doku, ball across. It's a good one, but no one in there. He gets a second bite of the cherry, does he? Yes, he does. Gets it back to O'Reilly. Oh. Why is everyone congratulating Mullet? Two months. Why haven't you said anything, Mullet? Congratulations, mate. Big up, Mullet. Ball across. Cleared. Yes, Mullet, mate. Congratulations, mate. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're also going to hate it, but you're going to love it. Mostly. Most of the time. You're going to love it, mate. It's great, man, being a dad. It's great. Congratulations, Mullet. Brilliant stuff, man. That's so good, man. Doku's causing problems against Lewis Miley here. Ball to the byline. Bernardo Silva. Across. Haaland. Oh! A little deflection from Nick Pope takes it away from Haaland. But, I mean, we're within the 6-yard box crossing it there. Good play from City. Oh! I mean, still not as clear-cut as that Visa chance, but arguably it could be 1-1. I have seen one and I liked it, but it was... I can't remember. I remember seeing a leaked shirt and I did like it. It was very blue and white with no navy blue, because I hate it when we add navy blue to our kit. We always have bad seasons when we do it, by the way. Just look at last season's kit. Navy blue collar, what we doing? I hate it. Not a fan of it at all. I like... Look, we've got navy blue at the top of our socks. I hate it. That should be white. Look at our socks now in this game. That navy blue bit at the top of our socks, that should be white. You know, we're blue and white. We're not two types of blue and white. But anyway. Yeah, I like that, Kev. Good to see you, mate. How are you? Good to see you, mate. I did like that. Throwback to, was it 1970? Was it 1972 FA Cup win? Was it? Was it Neil Young? Coached me. Anyone wondering? Former City legend, God rest his soul, Neil Young. He coached me in my primary school days. He used to come to my primary school and coach me every Saturday morning. I remember Neil Young standing over me, teaching me things with this bead of sweat dripping off the end of his nose. I always remember that. Such a vivid memory for me as a kid, is a City legend telling me how to play football with a little bit of sweat dripping off the end of his nose. I always remember it. Anyway, moving on. Nearly 10 minutes in, and City are in control of the game, but we have conceded the biggest chance of the game, which has been us in a nutshell, really, for the last 2 or 3 years. That sentence right there, controlling the game but conceding the better chances, that just sums us up, really, doesn't it? Oh, big up to Jorginho. Due in March. Same time as you, that mullet, isn't it? Or is yours February? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl, Jorginho? City throw. Apparently they just appointed Michael Carrick as the new Manchester United manager as well, which is hilarious. By the way, I'm laughing at it now. I feel like I'm going to eat my words this Saturday, lunchtime, Derby Day, this Saturday. Make sure you're tuning in for the Watchalong. You can guarantee they'll beat us. They will. You know the story. You could just do like a step-by-step recipe for Manchester United nowadays, couldn't you? Just like sack the manager. And they've even added a new step to the recipe. The recipe of shite. It's a shit cake that they're baking. And it starts with sacking the manager, hire an interim manager. The new step is let that interim manager go and bring in another interim manager. So two interim managers. Then have plans to bring in a new guy. Semenyu's doing bits here. Go on, mate. Oh, he's chopped it back. Then try and bring in a new guy. But the fans kick off about it because the interim manager's doing such a good job. Ball, back post, corner ball, City. The interim manager's doing such a good job at United that they don't want the new guy anymore. Keep him. So they give him a new contract, give him a 3-year contract, and then he turns out he was shit all along. He's been shit all along. Can you believe it? Can't believe it. And then they go back to square one, bring in that guy in January, give him no money, and then they'll sack him in 2 years' time when they realise, it's gone wrong again. What's gone wrong here? What's gone wrong here? And then they do it all again. And somehow they beat us in there. Foden, ball in. Cleared at the near post. Got to be beating that first man. It fucking winds me up. It's one of my pet peeves in football, that is. Heavy touch from Foden. He's got it back, though. Well read. Giving away. Foden, up your game. 2 or 3 moments I've seen from him in this game. It's just like 2 passes given away in a corner. Hits the first man. Doku. Good ball, that. Cleared by Chow. Haaland with another foul. Have you ever seen him commit 2 fouls in 12 minutes? I've never seen him commit a foul. Two of them in such quick succession. Curtis, mate, good to see you. But I agree. I agree with you there, mate. It's probably for the... Yeah, you're not a fan. Is it obviously people watching abroad as well, man? Are you missing it? Or are you going to get up? Yeah, man. Fucking United. They do it for the fans. They don't realise, do they? Interception by Semenyo. Strong from Semenyo. Didn't win it. But Botman thought he was going to do him there, and he absolutely clattered him. Big lad. Hey, I saw this Semenyo. I presume most of you have probably watched it if you've got notifications turned on for the City YouTube channel. The Semenyo Inside episode. Such a nice guy, isn't he? There's something very likeable, man. I'd love to meet his parents. Like, do you know what I mean? I sound like such an old shit now, but like his parents raised him well. He's well mannered, you know. And I'm 37 now, and I appreciate a well mannered person, don't you? I appreciate good manners. Good manners is dead. Nico O'Reilly giving it away. Anthony Gordon, 1-on-1 with Nunes. Jorginho, what do you rate to Gordon's? Flicked on. Wide. Ball in from Anthony Gordon, flicked on by Joe Linton, wide of the mark. What do you rate to Anthony Gordon's season, Jorginho? Because I think he's been a slightly underwhelming. Because he showed so much promise. Especially last season. I thought he was better last season. This season he's really blown hot and cold. I've felt. Mostly cold, to be honest. Oh, you're a top man. Top man. But yeah, I'm definitely old as shit. Well, getting old. There's people older than me in the chat who'll be like, piss off, mate. Oh no, ball across here is coming in from Jacob Murphy. And it's intercepted by Nathan Ake. But we've got a corner ball to defend. 15 minutes on the clock. City with a corner to deal with. A little weak spot in Donnarumma's game, this, for me. Corners. Crosses coming in from corners. He gets a bit too rattled for me. He's a bit too easily, like, you know, they like standing on his toes. And he comes for balls that are not his. Interesting to see if... I think Trafford's been reasonably good. He's been reasonably good at defending corners, but we're about to see if he can command his box with this one. Ball in. Punch by Trafford, cleared and away. Good stuff. I like it when I get proven right. Immediately. It's great. He better not concede now, I've said that. Good play from Doku. Ball into Doku from Bernardo Silva. Good play. Oh, Doku with sledgehammer. Left foot. No finesse whatsoever with that through ball. Just drilled it. He was falling, to be fair. He was off balance. That ball's through. Oh, and Visa's like hit his heel. I don't think he was going to outdo Kasanov for pace. But the ball through, they're getting in behind Newcastle a little bit. That one was coming right through the middle of us, which isn't great. Still worrying when they come down the outside of our back four. Because Jacob Murphy's already been down there a couple of times. Kasanov, back to Trafford. Foden dilly-dallying, but he does well, really. Actually, he's done very well. He's won a foul as well off Joe Linton. Looked like a bit of a stamp, that, from Joe Linton. Not sure it was a red card or anything, but... Ooh. It's not nice. That's Put it this way, if it's the second half, that's a yellow card. Which means it's a yellow card now, but that's not how referees operate. Pep's fuming. Pep is fuming. Good to see you, Vasco. Hope you're good, mate. What's up, mate? What's annoyed you? Me, probably. Don't know if you can be born English and not be polite, to be honest. Well, you're a prime example of being English and not being polite, Well, Pretty sure you just blocked an Arsenal girl and called her a slag. So, so polite. I know what you mean. And you are polite. I'm talking about like your basics. You hold indoors and things like that. That awkward moment where you hold a door for someone, or they hold a door for you, and you're like, I'm like 20 yards away. So I better do that. That's an English thing, isn't it? Like you hold a door for someone and they're like 20 yards away. So you're like, I'll just do that like running motion, but I'm still going at walking pace to get there. Like, do you know what I mean? To like show that you're like thankful for them holding the door. Sometimes I say, you're welcome. I've done that a few times. People who don't say thank you, you hold the door for them and they just walk past you and I just go, you're welcome. Aren't I good? Aren't I good? Big and hard. You know what I mean? Big up Vasco, mate. Not you, mate. The team is. It's whining. What's up with it? What's up with it? What? Don't send a super chat. I'll keep an eye out for your comment. It's true. Good to see it, Ian. As an American, I love waking up early for the lunchtime kickoffs. Makes my day especially if it's a big win. Yeah, mate. Ian, it would be brilliant. It would be brilliant. A Manchester derby win would be absolutely fantastic, mate. Because good battle this. We've won a few battles in that midfield. Foden and Haaland are just a bit at the minute, aren't they? Not quite linking up. I think that's an important relationship for our chances of winning this game. That needs to be on song today. Those two linking up. Max Elaine. That's the second time he's done that. And that's got to be under instructions. Aiming for someone like Semenyo is not a bad idea, though. Because Semenyo versus Lewis Hall in the air should be winning them. Should be winning most of them battles. Haaland versus Malik Chow and Botman. A little less so. Bit more 50-50 that. But, yeah, Semenyo versus Lewis Hall in the air. And the best bit about it would be he's flicking it on to Haaland. That's what you want. That's what you want. Another little, very unorthodox compared to the usual approach of Pep Guardiola. But I mean, anyone accusing Pep Guardiola of being unable to adapt, I can't believe how much he has. It's not even adaptation. You might say this is it's getting closer to a revolution than evolution of a football team, this, isn't it? Ball down the line here, we're in big trouble. Jacob Murphy's going to whip one in. Back post, is it? No. Kasanoff with a lovely little flick. Partially cleared. Nico O'Reilly, somewhat cleared. Still not cleared. Kasanoff gets it to the halfway line at least. Haaland, hold it up, mate. Well done. Well done, Haaland. Great play, that. Doku on his own. Can he go past Lewis Miley? Don't know what these are doing. My hands are in the air. Yeah, we dealt with that really well. Kasanoff, good positional defensive work. That really good. That from Kasanoff. That was good. Good to see you, Douglas. Hope you're good, mate. 23 months, Douglas. 23 months. I doff my cap to you, sir. Mate, seriously, Douglas, thank you so much for the support. You're a legend, mate. Gordon is surely more Scottish than Barnes because of the name. I don't know what the family tree is saying with either of them, to be honest. But look at that. Lewis Hall's just gone past Foden and Semenyo. Then Semenyo brings him down. That's a yellow card. It's not being given, but it should have been a yellow card for Semenyo. So the ref's letting it flow. Well, in terms of bookings, at least. I'd say that's a yellow card. But yeah, anyway. Get a free hit. Fair play. Legit. Good to see you, mate. Ever since we lost Mahrez, we have looked lost. I do miss Mahrez. I don't think we've looked terrible without him. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's like Mahrez gone equals City falling off a cliff. Because we've won, the 4-peat. That was without Mahrez, wasn't it? I think. Both trying a bit of clever free kick here, but they've given it away. Newcastle, Bernardo Silva goes down like a shithouse and wins a free kick. Love it. Was Mahrez here for the 4-Pete? I don't think he was. When did we sell Mahrez? I think it was quite a while ago. So we've he wasn't even here for the treble, was he? Or was he here for the treble? Yeah, was he here for the treble? Yeah. I can't remember when he went. But yeah, what a baller. Yeah, he's an amazing player, man. I remember how much the City fans popes down here for Newcastle. Holding his knee. Is this bullshit opportunity for tactics? It's exactly what Donnarumma did against... Who was that against? Because we were suddenly under a bit of pressure, weren't we? We conceded a goal and then Donnarumma went down. Leeds. It was Leeds, wasn't it? Was it Leeds? Yeah, Leeds. Yeah, well played, mate. Well played. But yeah. But both teams are taking this opportunity to have a chat. Pep getting instructions out to his players. Eddie Howe doing the same. You're wondering if Pope has just strategically gone down for the sake of Newcastle getting some tactics tweaked in there, or he actually is injured. To be honest, he actually did point to his knee, and he's a better actor than Donnarumma. Anyway, because Donnarumma gave it away. Or did Anthony Gordon need his boots changing? Fuck's sake, man. How old are you? Fucking hell, mate. Can't tie your boots properly. Fuck's sake, mate. To be fair, I think I do that almost every time I play five-a-side. At the beginning of the game as well. Because I have them tight, a certain amount of tightness for driving to the pitch. And then when I get to the pitch, they're too loose. So I need to tie them up again. But during the game, it's like, come on. Tie your boots. But yeah, Curtis, appreciate that, mate. Thanks for the donation, Curtis. Much appreciated. Jorginho, let's all show love for Keegan. Yeah, man. He doesn't get enough recognition for what he actually did for City. Because he established us. You know, we had Joe Royle, brought us back. You know, he's the one who did the groundwork for making us a Premier League team. He got us there, he got us in the Premier League, but he also got us relegated. Kevin Keegan's the one who established us as a mid-table Premier League team. You know, so when they say, oh, you were League 2 before the money. No, we weren't. We were Premier League before the money. We were mid-table Premier League team before the money. He brought in the likes of Anelka as well. So I think the Kevin Keegan pull power at that time brought in the likes of Anelka and Fowler. Fowler was shit, really, wasn't he? To be honest, it took about 6 years to score his first goal. But, go on. Win that. Bringing it away. We're in trouble. Oh, Newcastle are in. Visa's got to stay on side. If it's a repeat of the last one. Visa's shot over the bar. Looked like a deflection, though. Offside. We're getting done down Nathan Ake's side. And I'm not really sure it's Nathan Ake's fault, in all honesty. It's just the system. Look at him. He's on his own. Giving it away. Losing the battles in midfield is the problem, really. If you lose the ball so easily in midfield like that, when you play a high line like this, you're going to be susceptible. So we've got to be tighter and more, like, you know, safer with that ball at our feet. But Nico O'Reilly is fully doing the Rodri job here. He's fully doing that in between the two centre-backs. Give it me deep. And he's doing all right. He's doing all right so far. He's not really been tested yet because the press, this is arguably the first time I've seen Newcastle press in our half. But Visa and Jacob Ramsey with a bit of miscommunication there. That broke down the press and now a ball's been sent down the line for Semenyo. Oh, it's a good bit of defending that from Botman. Vital, to be honest, because if he doesn't win that, Semenyu's in. He's in. Yeah, it was Mahrez, his final year, that, wasn't it? Yeah, Mahrez was a legend, mate. Chatty Boom Batty, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Appreciate it. Beer on me, you pimp. Cheers. Cheers, mate. Top man. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So slow, says Beatrice. I don't think anyone's playing badly. I don't think anyone's played badly. Oh, Ake just couldn't find Doku there. I am worried about this high line, though. I really am. Bernardo Silva with a good turn there. He's a bit of burst of pace as well. Never seen this. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's intercepted. Tried to find Haaland. That's a foul from Doku there. But Bernardo Silva driving at the Newcastle back four like that. I haven't seen that for quite some years. So he's never been quick, has he? Foden's accusing Bruno Guimaraes of a bit of play acting there. I think he might have a point. It was a foul, but I don't think it was like... He's claiming an elbow to the face, but he didn't touch him. Not in the face, anyway. Out of the two teams, I would just say Newcastle, just because their job is to get in behind and go quite direct. They're doing it well. And they're defending reasonably well, so I would edge Newcastle. I think we're in control. We have more of the ball, but I would still suggest that Newcastle actually, their game plan is closer to what they wanted it to be compared to what we wanted our game plan to be. Oh, it's kicking off here. Nico O'Reilly and Joe Linton just completely off the ball. It's all kicking off. You don't really see Nico O'Reilly getting involved with things like that, but to be honest, you see Joe Linton every week. You see him every week involved in things like this, don't you? So to see Nico O'Reilly lose his shit like this, you start to wonder. Booking for both of them. What's going on here? Oh, it's fucking handbags is what it is. It's that. Two big fucking blokes. Joel Linton's the bigger... Well, he's the thicker of the two, isn't he? I actually think Nico O'Reilly's got an inch or two on him. But fucking hell, man. That was fucking pathetic, that, wasn't it? Two big fucking blokes, Premier League footballers, just like... Oh, he pinched me on the back of the head. Oh, no, he did it first. Right, then. Yellow card, yellow card. Fucking hell, man. It's fucking cringe, innit? Max Alain's playing well. In answer to your question, it took a while there, didn't I, to get to it. Yeah, I think out of the City players, no one's playing badly. And Bernardo Silva's actually doing all right. I think Max Alain's done everything well. Kusanov's done well. I'd like to see a bit more from Semenyo. Haaland's, held the ball at once well. Other times, little less so. Doku's probably had most of the ball in terms of, in a threatening position at least. Hey, that's a turn, that, from Nunes. Great turn from Mateus Nunes into Semenyo. Wide out on this right-hand side. Coming inside against Lewis Hall. Semenyo chops it inside. He's too heavy with the touch there. Nico O'Reilly came flying in then. I thought he was going to go for a slide tackle on Lewis Hall then. Thought against it. Because he's on a yellow now. So our defensive midfielder is now carrying a yellow card. If we can get in at half-time, 0-0, I'd be inclined to put Nico O'Reilly left back and Rodri in that defensive midfield slot. And I think we win the game. it also alleviates a bit. To be fair, he's just as likely to get a second yellow card at left back as he is in defensive midfield. Arguably more likely to get one at left back, actually, considering how often Newcastle have come down that right-hand side. You know, the stretching us and all their danger has come from a Jacob Murphy cross into Visa. So asking O'Reilly to deal with that on a yellow card might not be the wisest move now that I've thought about it. Switch here. Pour that from Nico O'Reilly. Give Newcastle the ball. Give them the ball. I don't think their build-up play isn't tight. There's a few loose passes in there, and we can get it off them. And when they think they can have, they're most dangerous when we have it. And we start edging forward closer and closer to their goal. And then if we give it away, they go bang, direct in the space that we've left behind. But when they try and build up, they struggle. Look, there, can't even get it down the line there to Semenyo. Intercepted. Arguably, go on, you have the ball, and we'll see. The match stats so far, 62% possession for City, 0 shots. But we've had 3 touches in the opposition's box compared to Newcastle's 2, but they've also had 2 shots. They should be 1-0 up, really, considering that Visa chance. Kasanoff been forced to play back all the way to Trafford. Going to go first time with it. Oof! From Trafford there. Long ball there. Haaland just lets it hit him, hoping it goes to a City shirt. It doesn't. Lewis Hall's picked it up. Anyone who's doubting why I said Lewis Hall's a good player, just fucking watch him, man. He's just rinsing us. He's rinsing us. Jacob Murphy one-on-one with Nathan Ake. Go on, Ake. Ball across back post into Trafford's hands. Good play that from Ake. Didn't block the cross, but, he made it awkward for him. Made it really awkward for him there. I think he actually took a little clip off it as well. Might have been a deflected cross in the end. But yeah, Lewis Hall, man. Good player. Is that Max Elaine giving it away, trying to find Haaland. Arguably, Haaland caught on his heels a little bit there. Ball played out wide here to Murphy. Coming inside. Nathan Ake deals with it, out for a throw. Do you reckon? I already need a wee. It's not good, is it? Liam, I saw you ages ago. Ask how I was. I'm good, mate. How are you? Completely lost your comment, but I was meant to say, how are you, mate? I hope you're good. Newcastle holding the ball up here. Most of City players, well, now a few have crept out of it, but nearly all the City players were in our own half there. Anthony Gordon showing his pace. Oh, Núñez has been done. It's a free kick to Newcastle and going to be a yellow card for Núñez. Probably rightly so, to be honest. He had to win it, and if he didn't, it's a yellow. Gordon stayed down here as well. He'll be fine. And he is. But that's Núñez now on a yellow card, so he can't do that again. Yeah, it's a stonewall yellow card. That no complaints. Núñez even gave it the thumbs up. Bruno G going to whip this in. Dangerous from set pieces he can be. His crosses sometimes are lethal. Not every time, but when they're on the money, they're lethal, man. Bruno G just whips it in. Poor from Bruno G, to be honest, but equally poor from Matheus Núñez at the near post, who tried to clear it. He does clear it technically, but he didn't mean for it to go where it did. Out for a corner. Could have gone anywhere, that. Come on, City. Is 0-0 a fair reflection on the scoreline? I'd suggest it probably is just about. But, still a long way to go till half-time, and Newcastle with a corner. Trafford's punch, it's not great. And now it's cleared by Nico O'Reilly. He does punch it away from the 6-yard box, but only to the feet of Anthony Gordon. But City could bring it forward here. Oh, and Doku it just wouldn't drop for Doku. Doku was just like trying to nod that ball in front of him, but it just wouldn't come down for him. And Newcastle get it back. Nick Pope's perfectly fine, if anyone's wondering, by the way. So shock horror. He is a bullshitter. It's exactly what Donnarumma did, to be fair. I wonder what they're going to do. How do you eradicate that from the game? How do you prevent keepers from going down so the players can go over? You stop the players from going over. That's the best way. But even then, it's like, how do you stop a message being sent out to one of the players? Because you can't stop ball through. That's got to be Trafford's. Yeah. You can't stop a message being given out to one of the players, and then that gives the message receiver, which would be the captain probably, Bernardo Silva in our case. You give, Pep says, here's the message to the players, Bernardo, and go and give them the message. So I don't know how you stop it as the referees, as PGMOL. How do you stop goalkeepers faking injuries so they can change tactics? I don't know. Bag Juice isn't impressed. I think we've been poor on the ball in this first half. I think we could be much better than this. And we are still showing frailties in, the back line being as high as it is. Newcastle are getting in behind far too easily. They were a little less so at the minute, but they've actually gained control of the game at this point. So that's even worse, really. Newcastle are actually controlling the game. And you want them to make mistakes, and so we can hit them on the break like this. Trafford's gone long, one for Doku to chase. Oh, Lewis Hall does well. Does really well, in fact. But that's what I was suggesting, was to give them the ball and hit them, like do what they've been doing to us for the first half hour of this game, where they've been the team to be a bit more submissive, let us have the ball and then go a bit more direct. But right now, the script's changed. Newcastle are having all the ball at the minute, the last 5 minutes at least. Looking to ping it round. Ball was blocked there by Bernardo Silva, given away. There you go. Now we've got space. Let's go. Foden. Give it. How's he not releasing the ball? Foden, mate. Why is he not releasing the ball forward there? We've kept the ball. Fair play, we've kept the ball, but a little ball to Semenyo. There was another ball a bit earlier to Haaland. Doesn't fancy it, Foden. Who's he having a go at there, Foden? He needs to up his game, Foden, We're so dependent on him. Like, when he's at his best, like the four-peat season, like what a season that was. If he can get anywhere near those levels, I think we'll win the league. I think we can overturn this 6-point gap between Arsenal, and I think we'll pick up trophies elsewhere. But if he carries on this form that he's showcased in the last 4 or 5 weeks, then it's going to be a very hard uphill task for Manchester City to win silverware this year, because we are so dependent on him to play his best football. Ball in from Ake, cleared by Botman. No, it's up in the air by Botman, and eventually cleared. Ramsey gets it out to Murphy. The two Jacobs combine. Doku, great play from Jeremy Doku. Getting back, winning the ball. Brilliant. Brilliant from Jeremy Doku. Love to see it, mate. Love to see it. Jorginho. Signal dropping more than Bonnie Blue knickers, mate. So I'll leave you. Fucking Bonnie Blue. Do you reckon she's a City fan? Do you reckon that's why she's called Bonnie Blue? Bonnie Blue is a blue. So I'll leave you to enjoy the game. Who's that other porn star that's a City fan? What's her name? Elle Brooke. That's it. Elle Brooke. I wrote a lyric about her. Do you remember the lyric? Stroking my boner like over Sean Gota. Something with Elle Brooke. I can't remember it now, but it was to do with Elle Brooke. Anyway, moving on. Enjoy the game, mate. Hopefully we win this game, but it will be tight. Big up to you, mate. And I hope you lose, because that means we win. Bonnie Blue. Yeah, man. Can't be wearing this hoodie and listing porn stars, can I? Because that looks a bit weird. That looks a bit weird. Get the guy who wears an alternative Pornhub hoodie and he can reel off all the porn stars. I've named 3, actually, on this channel before. And I didn't even bring up Bonnie Blue. It was you, Jordinio. Oh, Nico O'Reilly looking for the 1-2 with Foden. Doesn't come off. I'll take 0-0 at half-time, though, wouldn't you? I think we need Rodri. Oh. Newcastle have reverted back to a defensive shape. 5 at the back, actually. With Jacob Murphy, who's doing his work to double team Jeremy Doku. Even Jacob Ramsey's getting out there. And Lewis Miley doesn't even need to get out there. He's marking the inside channel. 3 of them out there now against Jeremy Doku. Gets to the byline. Doku ball whipped in. Back post. Lewis Hall knees it. Thighs it out for a corner ball to City. Right on half time. Can we nick a lead? I don't want to say anything, mate, but has anyone noticed since the YouTube channel started, his form has just declined? Ever since this channel, basically. And listen, to someone who as someone who runs a YouTube channel, it can be quite a distracting thing. It becomes you think about it because you commit. When you commit to something. You put a lot of mental thought processes into it. For me, it's a distraction. I wanted it to be my main source of income, but the Haaland, mate, that's so secondary. And I mean, to be fair to him, he's got guys who are coming in, filming him, probably even writing scripts for him. And just he does what he normally does, and you just record him. It's just I don't think it is the reason why his form's dropped, to be honest. It's just a weird timing thing. But yeah. All right, Ron. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't think we are shit, to be honest. Fuck's sake. Gramsci. Keeping the receipts. Mia Khalifa's tight a-hole line was iconic. Yeah. This is terrible news. Terrible news. Jacob Murphy's going off for Newcastle. And that, of course, means Harvey Barnes is coming on. Only to defend this corner, no doubt, because we've got a corner to defend here, to take. They've got the corner to defend, of course. But, I mean, second half against Harvey Barnes, who's been Newcastle's arguably their best player this season. Come on, City. Can we nick one here, right on half-time? We taking it or what? Foden. This time, deep over... Wow. 2 poor corners now from Phil Foden. Right on Lewis Hall's head. You can see what he was doing there. He was going for the back post of Jeremy Doku. That's another corner. That's another corner. Referee's going to let it play. Well, I hope you're wrong, Dane. I hope you're wrong, mate. Bursting for a wee. Doku taking a corner. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what Jeremy Doku can do. Good old Jezza. It was a terrible corner. And it nearly ended up being in the back of the net, though, because it was so bad that it was almost like a pass into the box. And it ended up being landing at Nathan Ake's feet, and he controlled it, turned on the half volley, and his shot deflects out for another corner. Let's give Doku another go at it, they say. Give Doku another go. Let's see what he can do. This time, Doku, that's a bit better, that. Oh, into a bit of a dangerous area. Nunes keeps it alive. Foden, sliced. Joe Linton, half cleared. Lewis Hall, half time. I'll take that. I'll take 0-0. I'll take 0-0 right now. I mean, that's a great scoreline to take back to the Etihad. Great scoreline. And we've ridden that storm at the foot. Well, there wasn't really. I was surprised at how slow Newcastle came out, actually. A little bit surprised. They were quite submissive. City looked the better team in terms of controlling that ball in that first half. But Newcastle still came away from that first half with the most glaring opportunity of all the chances. Barely any chances, really, in the game. But that was a golden opportunity there for Visa. And he smashed it over the bar. Gramsey, we put on Barry, De Jong and Cherky at half-time. Yeah, mate, get him on. Get him on. De Jong, De Jong, De Jong, De Jong, De Jong. Gazabaza, get Gazabaza on. He was a great player, he was. Right, I'm going for a pee. I'll be back. Uno, momento. Oh no, clock. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Changes. Would you make any? Would you make any changes? I'm more concerned about the yellow cards. Nico O'Reilly and Mateus Nunes. Not only because you don't want to go down to 10 men in this game, but the suspensions, you know, that will be out for the derby, which is the last thing we need. Especially those two players. Arguably, you could afford to lose Nico O'Reilly because of Ryan Aït-Nouri's now back. Who's on the bench, by the way. Who's on the bench. I mean, excuse me, I'm surprised at that. Considering he was only just knocked out the AFCON. Big up, Russ, mate. Good to see you. Elaine, so composed on the ball. Next, John Stones. I'm slowly but surely, like... I don't want to overhype him, though. If you've probably noticed that I've not really talked about him that much. Whenever I've mentioned him, I've mentioned that I've been impressed. I've not been in denial of the quality that I've seen. I just don't want to overhype him just yet. This is a real test, though, Russ, isn't it, mate? This is a proper test. And he looks good, man, doesn't he? He looks really good. And apparently there's some at the club that are suggesting he might be staying. He might be staying for a while. So that could bode well for the future, and I think he is probably going to replace John Stones at this rate, but we still need to be going for a Mark Gay for me. I think we're still short. We're obviously going to lose Ake as well. So I think this summer losing Ake and Stones requires two to come in, and I'd be very happy with Max Alleyne and Mark Gay being those two, replacing those two players. You know, having Max Alleyne, Mark Gay, Diaz, Stones, it's not Stones, Diaz, Gvardiol, and Kusanov. That's great. That's great. And of course you've got Gvardiol who can play left back, so you've got cover on that left back. Nico O'Reilly as well, and Ryan Ignori as well. So you've got plenty of cover there. Still problems in the right back department though, isn't it? With Mateus Nunes being the only one really. Can you imagine if we lost Nunes? Imagine saying that at the start of the season. It just makes you think, doesn't it? It makes you choose your words a bit wiser with so much things to take place over the course of the season. You know, it makes you think, because I mean, we all said we need a right back, and it turns out we don't. Like, it was one of the main points of the whole summer was like, we must get a right back. It was like rule number one. Right back is a must. If we don't sign a right back, we're a failure of a football club and we're not going to win anything. We just played Nunes and we just did what we did at the end of last season, and he's turned into a worldie of a right back, man. He's playing brilliant. The problem is we have no cover for him now, because I don't trust Rico Lewis to do that job. We saw against Exeter, as we've seen in many a game with Rico Lewis, he's an 8. He's an 8. He's not a fullback. He can do it, but 8 is definitely Rico Lewis's position. So we need a right back. I've been going on about Tino Livramento for a long time. You know, I was mentioning him last season, even the season before. I'm a big fan of Jed Spence, and even though I think that's like probably fallen down the pecking order, he's not really doing much this season at all. But last season he was showing a lot of promise. His numbers were great. Not done much this season though, Jed Spence. The problem with Livramento is he's always injured, man. He keeps picking up injuries. He's still so young, and he's been injured for like big spells of seasons now, and that's a concern. That's got to be like a hey, let's take a step back. Is this really the guy we want, considering how often he's picking up injuries? And I think, you know, the club that we are, the aspirations that we have, we want to win all 4 at the start of a season. Then you need a squad. So I think, one, Pep needs to stop being so like tight with the squad size. He needs to accept that there's going to be a few more players. We need it. You can't keep such a small squad anymore. It needs to have a few more. Just a few. I'm not saying like 40 players, man, like with players like not knowing what to do with themselves on game day, you know, and they're all sat in the stands like Chelsea, you know, with like fucking dapper coats on. All that shit. Like, we don't want any of that. We want players in the squad and on the bench, but we need more than what we've got. But we've got to approach the season next season with a bit more pragmatism towards how injury prone are these players as well. It's not just numbers. It's a case of, do you stay fit? And Semenyo ticks that box. And can you believe Ryan Aït-Nouri picked up an injury this season? Like, I don't think he's been injured for like 3 years before he signed for City. I think he had like 1 game off. He was out for like a month. He got an ankle. He rolled his ankle, didn't he, in like the 3rd, 4th game of the season. He was out for like a month. That's typical City right there. Like and subscribe. But yeah, we sign a player that's never gets injured. Like Semenyo, you're wondering if he's going to survive the next few games. You're hoping he does. But injury-prone players now are like, are they worth it? Are they worth it? I'm not sure they are. You know, you're buying a bit of a problem at the end of the day. Bongani Soko. Semenyo needs to burst out and take on his man. He's come inside a few times with a very heavy touch, hasn't he? Against Lewis Hall. And he hasn't really tried to go around that side. And that's one of his strong points, is you don't know which way he's going to go. But when he's opened up his body to suggest he's going around the outside, and then he's just chopped it back inside. But that chop's been way too heavy, and he's overhit it a couple of times, and it's gone straight to a Newcastle player. So, yeah, try the other way next time, because you can go both ways. He's so two-footed, isn't he? And we need to utilise that more, mate. So I'm in total agreement with you there. Whereas Doku, on the other hand, he is getting to the byline, you know. And Semenyo, as much as we are wanting to like wax lyrical, we want to glaze in, we want to talk about Semenyo this, Semenyo that. The first half, like, could have been better from Semenyo. Could have been better. Doku, I thought he was getting to the byline. Delivery was letting himself down. That first corner ended up luckily getting to Ake. Second corner was a bit better, but the crossing throughout the game as well could have been better. But yeah, Doku's getting to the byline, and he's the only one that's doing that. So, yeah. What's that? Shelter in cinemas, January the 30th. Look proper English, that did. An English action movie. Gramsy, mate, thank you again for the super chat. You're a legend. Silva on 0 forward passes in the first half says it all. Is that true? I did see him drive with the ball, though. I saw him get the ball, and he actually showed a turn of speed, but he ended up having to turn back. Yeah. The forward passes, I mean, from his position, yeah, you would probably expect a few more forward passes. But it's like saying, I bet Haaland's got 0 forward passes, because how do you go forward when you're the most forward player? But that's not Bernardo Silva's case, is it? You know, he is deep. He's got players in front of him. But I actually don't think he's played that badly, mate. I don't think he's played that badly. I think Foden needs to up his game. And I think that's like the 3rd game in a row I've said that, maybe even 4th. That I'm just feeling a bit like, I want more. I want more from Foden. And it's not like criticism. It's just, I know what you can do. So why wouldn't I expect that more often? I want more from you. Because I know that you can do it. So do it. Like, why is this, like, wonderful player of ours got this ability to drop so drastically in the middle of a season when we desperately need him to play the best of his football? And this is 2 seasons in a row. The reports were there were off-field problems for Phil Foden last season. Fine. Everyone goes through them. And I mean, yeah, you're entitled to have your off-field problems. And if it was an illness, some are suggesting that it was an illness of his as well, which can have a massive effect on you. So yeah, you're entitled to have an off day and have an off season. We all did. You know, Foden wasn't the only one last season. We were all poor. This season, the excuses, though, you know, you're either suffering still, and then I'm looking at Pep. I'm saying, like, well, if he's suffering, why are you still playing him? I'm looking at you, Pep. Why, if he's got problems and he isn't at the best of his ability, then why do you keep playing him? And if he's not got problems, then he's not got excuses. He's just playing, well, not poorly, but below his usual standards. He needs to up it for me. And Foden, again, in this first half. But what annoys me more than anything from this Phil Foden first half performance was it was just like bitching and moaning at a few City players. I saw that a few times. Just like, it's like doing that to Bernardo Silva and having a pop at a few players. Like, get your own game sorted before you start dictating how others should be playing. Make sure you're playing well first, you know, and then start having a pop at others. But yeah, I think we can we could hope for a better performance from quite a few of them, really. But I still don't think we're doing that badly, like in this game. You know, I think Newcastle are in that same boat, really. I feel like they've been a bit underwhelming as well. I feel like they could be doing better. So I'm expecting like a momentum shift, like the swing of the game. I don't think we'll see too many personnel changes. I feel like the game might swing in terms of like the intensity of it will go up in this second half. I'm fully expecting that because I expected an intense first 20 minutes. Didn't see that, really. I thought it was both teams just played with a few nerves, a bit, you know, let's see what you do, I'll see what you see what we do type thing, like sizing each other up a little bit. But they get it now. They get it. Russ, again, thanks for the super chat, mate. We are heavily linked with Benfica's right back, Dadic. Don't know much about him, mate, so I'll have to check him out. But that's something on the agenda as well. Curtis, you gave me a player, Bologna. I've forgotten his name now. You wrote it down for me. You sent me an email, didn't you? Bologna centre back. Need to check him out as well. But yeah, no, I don't know much about him, mate. Don't know much about him, so I'll check him out. Curtis, is this Carabao Cup on now or Peaky Blinders? What do you mean? In terms of like what you're choosing to watch tonight? Are you going to watch the Carabao Cup or are you going to watch Peaky Blinders. I fully recommend the Carabao Cup, mate. I watched a bit of the Peaky Blinders. Like, I watched like 2 or 3 seasons, but like, I feel like I didn't really commit to it because I watched it on the treadmill. Every episode. Like, I just put it on my phone while on the treadmill and watched it that way. Not really giving it like a proper watch, like a sit down and concentrate. Running while watching a show, you miss the odd thing. And I did that. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty decent, to be fair. It was pretty decent. But I'm not sure that was what your point was, to be honest. Right, game's about to get underway. Second half. Visa is going to kick us off. Eventually. And we are off. Let's go. No changes made from either side. Of course, Harvey Barnes is now on. That was made in the first half, though, in the final moments with Jacob Murphy going off. Lewis Hall bursting forward. Poked back towards our own defence down the lane. Clears it. Semenyo chasing. Good press from Semenyo. Good header from O'Reilly. Nods it. Foden can bring it forward. That's a foul. And that's a yellow. That's a yellow, man. That's a yellow. Bruno G knows exactly what he's doing there. He's just gone through the back of Phil Foden. Because there's no like clear like attempt to scythe him down. But he's just bodied him from behind. And in an opportunity where Foden's driving forward, he's just pushed. That's a yellow card. Even if it's clumsy, doesn't matter. It's the position, the danger that Newcastle were in then. That's a stonewall yellow card, man. And that's the sort of player that you want on a yellow card for the whole second half. Because he's suddenly got to tone it down a level or two. Because he loves putting it about, doesn't he? Now he's got to tone it down if he's on a yellow card. But no, free hit. Whereas we've got 2 players on yellows. I agree with you, Ryan. I agree with you completely. He finds him, doesn't he? He finds him the right pockets. Doku. Ball in, cleared. Kasanov nods it back up into the air. City got to get under it. Semenyo wins the flick on. Joel Linton intercepts. Bit of an awkward slip there from Semenyo, but he's won a throw-in. That's it, Isa, mate. I'll check him out, mate. I'll check him out. What would you have changed, RJB? What would you do considering the bench? Cherky? Rodri? They're the 2 names that scream out to me. Maybe a bit of Reinders. I would have gone, even though it's a bit risky because he's on a yellow, I would have gone Nico O'Reilly left back, Ake off, Rodri on. That's the one thing I would have felt might have been a beneficial move. Adds more control. And like Ryan says, Rodri just does that. He has that effect on players. He just makes other players better. That is a lovely ball, that, from Trafford into Bernardo Silva. What a ball that was from Trafford. Looks easy, but don't make no mistake. That was not an easy ball, that, from Trafford. Under pressure. Does well there. City have got men forward, but Newcastle have got men back. Foden. Out to Doku. Looking for the shimmy, shimmy, yah, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. Back to Ake. Ball across. Oh, it's nearly worked its way in. I don't know how, but it seemed like an accidental scorpion kick from Nunes at first glance. I might have got something wrong there, but it took like an awkward deflection off Ake's cross. Nearly crept in that far post. Oh, it wasn't even a scorpion kick. It was Anthony Gordon. Somehow he nearly sent it towards his own goal. Off the inside of his left knee. Got away with that one there, Newcastle. Chow getting caught on it. Haaland's closing him down. Out for a throw-in. Good from City. Come on, City. Need to up our game, man. Newcastle playing out from the back, living a little bit dangerously, but they've managed to break away, have they? Saying, is that a foul? No, they're playing on. Núñez going in a bit aggressively there, considering he's on a yellow. And he's well out of his position now, because Anthony Gordon's utilising that space. Back post, Visa! What a save by Trafford! Man on, Kasanov! Why has he done? What's he done there? Why has he not cleared that? Kasanov, another chance. Off the post! Kasanov, mate, what were you fucking about with it for there? Oh, what are we doing at the back? We've got it in the hands of Trafford eventually, but fuck me, we made a meal of that. Visa was onside as well. Header, looping in. What a save from Trafford, first of all. But Kasanov, too busy thinking about who he's going to pass to next before he's even got the ball. Comes off the bar. Trafford tips it onto the bar. Kasanov's looking up the pitch like, I'm going to play this ball. He's taken off him. And then he starts stabbing it around. Then Núñez has a swipe at it. Tries to clear it, smashes it straight off Kasanov, and it lands, fortunately, in the hands of James Trafford. But fuck me, that first save was, the reason you're on the pitch, mate. It's the reason you're on the pitch. That was Donnarumma-esque. Big save from James Trafford, that was. Oh, Jacob Ramsey's gone down. He got up and then went down. I mean, he's clattered Doku there. So he's almost injured himself, if anything. Two best chances of the game now, because that was not quite as clear-cut as that first half one from Visa. But if you're a Newcastle fan watching this, you're wondering what Voltemada would have done in those situations. Voltemada, the electric tomato. You wonder if he's going to come on. He did switch off there, didn't he? He switched off. He was too busy thinking about the pass. Like, right, this has come off the bar. I'm going to clear this and find a City shirt. But he actually hadn't got that ball back yet because it comes off the bar from Trafford's save. And then he just dilly-dallied on it and he's got away with it. We've got away with it. Because, of course, that followed up with a shot from Bruno G. That hits the post. Yeah. Well, the thing in this game for me is the first ghost is ghosting because of the second ghost in this game. There's been moments in the previous games where people have said Haaland's been ghosting and he's not been, hey, hang on, Doku. Yes! Antoine Semenyo! He's in the goals again! Semenyo! He scored again! What's on Semenyo? I don't know! It's fucking delicious! Because it's 1-0 Manchester City! Come on, City! Arguably the third best chance of the game. Two of them go to Newcastle. We get our first clear-cut opportunity. First one, really. And it's a whipped-in ball from Jeremy Doku. And it's a Bernardo Silva flick-on from the cross. I'm not sure he knows much about it, but this is going to go down as a Bernardo Silva assist. And it's Semenyo, 2 yards out with a tap-in. Can't miss. Bang! Number 42. The big Ghanaian. 1-0 Manchester City. Let's go! Come on, City. Man, that's an important goal, that is. That is an important goal in the grand scheme of things. In this game, the whole tie. What a signing this guy's proven to be. Hey, come on. Come on. That's going to quieten the crowd down that a little bit, that, isn't it? That's going to quieten them down a little bit, you'd think. Come on, chat. We've got 1,100 watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. We've just scored. Even if you're not a City fan, it's free. Just hit that like button. Let's get them likes up. City are winning. It's not even half time in the leg, in the tie, sorry. Imagine if we win this game. Just this game. I'd take a 1-1. To be honest. Take them back to the Etihad. They've got a terrible record at our place. Terrible record at the Etihad. Whereas our record at St James's Park is pretty mixed. Pretty mixed. Ray Mad, thanks for the super chat. I know why Haaland not scoring. He is saving himself for his usual United hat-trick, mate, with the shades as well. Yeah, fine. That's fine. If we win this game and then he scores a hat-trick against United, that's absolutely fine. I'd love for a City. But has a City player ever scored a hat-trick at Old Trafford? Has that happened? Ever? Away at United? Doku again? Opportunity? Oh, I don't know what happened there. It's a weird one, that. Just weird. It's the best way to describe it, that. It was weird. It's like a tackle and a cross combined. Surprised the ball didn't pop. Weird. I hope he does, Raymad. I hope he does. Semenyu's a great addition, isn't he? Because that's Sterling, that wasn't it? That was Raheem Sterling, that was. Cross from one winger, the other winger's there waiting at the back post. That is exactly what we've been crying out for, that right there. Oh, man, that is straight out of the Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling days, that was. You know, one winger doing his bit on the other side, getting a decent ball into the box, causing problems, tapping, back. Well, it wasn't really back post, to be honest, but he came from that direction. You know the point I'm making. It was a tapping from 2 yards out, mate. That was straight out of Sterling's playbook in his heyday at Manchester City, man. Brilliant stuff, man. Alexander does things. I think I do remember you, mate. Alexander does things. It makes me want to know what you do. I think that was the first thing that popped into my mind is what exactly are those things you do? Oh, shit. Oh, man, scoreboard. I've absolutely fucked the scoreboard this time. There is no, to be honest, it's about to be 1-1 before I've even made it 1-0. It's fucking saved by Trafford. What a fucking... Fuck all of you. All of you. It's like my piss is just like boiling right now. Like, I can feel it. Even a super chat. What the fuck happened there? Just fucking about with it. I just saw the ball like flying across the face of our open goal. What's gone on there? Bernardo Silva with a madness. That's the sort of pass I was talking about before the game kicked off. Pass from the keeper. And I sat there and he's held his hands up. Yeah, who else are you going to blame for that, Bernardo? To be honest, yeah, that was me. That was me. Yeah, of course it was you. Passing the ball out for a corner like that. We better not concede from this. Hall is going to whip it in. Sorry for the scoreboard delay. Newcastle ball in. Oh, Trafford's flapped. It's gone out. Another corner, is it? He's got away with that one. Came out there. Nowhere near it, really. Looked like a few players got in his way, but nothing illegal. He's just weak goalkeeping that point, really. You've got to get your fist on that, mate. Oh, he struggled. He struggled with that one. Stay on your line for this one, mate. Stay on your line. Ball whipped in right on his head. That's a punch, mate. Well done, Trafford. That's how you punch it. Brilliant stuff, that, from James Trafford. Especially compared to that previous corner. Good. Good. Riley Jacko, thanks for the super chat, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's one of the longest I've gone. I don't think it is. What's the worst, like, professional moment I've had on it? It's probably the Kovacic moment, isn't it? I forgot to include that in the best bits of 2025 because I just remembered that. That was one of the best bits, that, wasn't it? That was fucking mad, that was. I spent, like, for those that missed it, I spent 20 minutes going on about Kovacic and how he's going to play and what position he's going to play and how important he is. And he's not even, he's on the fucking bench. Ball into Haaland. Lay it off! Foden, shot, somehow. Oh, it's just ricochet. I think it smashed both centre-backs in the face at the same time. Pep's gone mad. He's bringing on 3 players. Reinders, Rodri and Rico. It's Reinders and Rodri and Rico all coming onto the pitch at the same time for a bit of respite for other players. R's. The letter R is coming on. Big up, Jeff, mate. Just tuning in. Any win today is a huge boost. It really is, mate. It really is. Any win. Absolutely. 1-0 would be fantastic. I need another P. Well, should have gone then at that substitution. Foden's coming off. I'm going to go, actually. I'm going to go. That's a joke how quickly I needed a second piss, that, innit? Something's wrong, man. I might go to the doctors, you know. A live stream doctor's session. I'll bring him in. Scored! I can't believe it! I was having a garden piss and it's 2-0! Best piss of my life! Piss away! 2-0! Is it Semenyo again? Oh, what a piss that turned out to be! Unbelievable! Fucking hell! It's a corner as well! What the fuck are we doing here? Right, 2-0, 2-0, piss off. You can't have a go at me when I'm having a piss, man. Oh, Semenyo again. He's scored again. Oh, I've made it 2. You can't have a go at me when I fucking make Newcastle score. I'm having a mare. I'm having a mare today. But City aren't. Well, they weren't having a mare. They weren't playing great. But it's 2-0 in the first leg away from home. And Antoine Semenyo. Big ants. Big Tony! Checking possible offside. What? What the fuck are we looking at here? Hey, Douglas. He's not been bad, has he? I was knocking him. Well, I was knocking Pep. Questioning his ability. What? They are doing everything they can to rule this out, man. How was that offside there? This is a fucking farce. This is... Do you know what I mean? I said at the beginning of the stream that we should keep it for offsides, but this looks pedantic. This does, like, what are we looking at here? Like, is that Haaland's right boot that's poking out? Is that looks more like... Is that Malik Chow on the goalkeeper with his orange boots? Looks like he's keeping him on side to me. Peer, mate. Apologies, mate. Peer. Cheers to you, Peer. Apologies, I missed it, mate. Sorry about that. Raf bags it. Kevin said we need a second. We might just have got it, mate. We might just have got it. But offside. VAR doing everything they can to rule it out. But what are we doing here? Like, how long is this taking? He's doing well, O'Reilly. I'm seeing a lot of love for Nico O'Reilly, and you're absolutely right to give it him, man. He's doing really well. He is doing very, very well. Chatty Boom Batty. Let's get it. Getting turned up at the Etihad. Big up, Chatty. Thanks for the super chat, mate. I'm hoping this is a 2-0 scoreline we've got to enjoy here for the rest of the game, but they're doing everything they can to rule it out. They can't work out when it hits the menu. That's the first problem. The next problem, they're trying to find the right frame of when it actually lands on Antoine Semenyo. This is a joke, man. How long is this taking? This is taking ages, man. You just got to give it at this point. If you can't work it out, you can't work it out. You're just guessing. Second guessing is ridiculous at this point, because no matter what you do from this point, you don't have any certainty about the decision. So to change it on a whim of a guess is lunacy. You just got to give it. They're saying offside. They're ruling it out. Ref's having a look. Why does the ref need to have a look at offside? You might have to refund that, mate. You might have to refund that. But big up to you, Peer. But in what way? I mean, Haaland is probably interfering with play there, really, isn't he? It's like, has it hit Haaland? He's going to rule it out. I can't believe this shit. Bastards, man. How many times have we getting accused of paying off refs and City get their way with everything, man? It's a fucking farce. Like, the silence that will be heard around this decision. You know what I mean? No one will fucking say a word about how long this has taken, man. It's 1-0. Goal not given. Back to 1-0. It's just an embarrassment, and how long it took to get to that decision. Yeah. Oh, it's out. There's lots of subs coming on. Voltamada, Tonali, Alanga, all coming on. Visa, Ramsey and Gordon off. And I've got my strawberry seed. I had a seed stuck in my tooth. Doing my nutting. And it's gone. It's a nice feeling when you get it, isn't it? You know, when you got something stuck in your teeth and then it's like... Ding! And then you spit it out and it's done. Oh, referee running over. Joel Linton once again kicking off. Referee, I think you know what you need to do, mate. I think you know what you need to do. This big fucking lump is already on a yellow card. So, I love how it's Bernardo Silva. This is a bit of a delay, David and Goliath kicking off. Oh, what is that ball there? Fucking brilliant volley from James Trafford, but Kasanov, mate, that ball back to him was like mental. Just like, control that. Ball across. If they equalise from this, man, it's a joke. Tonali, wide. Fuck off, man. The fact that they're even getting an opportunity in this game at this point is just... Do you know what's crazy? They put the lines on the screen, man. They put the lines on the screen, and it was like... It looked like a good distance offside, but they spent an age guessing which frame it lands on Semenyu's knee. And there was no certain frame, because each frame, the one of the frames was like before it hits his knee. The next frame was like after it hit his knee. Because it seems to like, they don't seem to have like 60 frames per second going on there. They're rocking like 24 frames per second here. Hang on, Haaland's in. Out to Reinders. Shot from Reinders, mate. Shouldn't be shooting there. Blocked easily as well. If it hits Haaland as well, that's more of an offside. But if it doesn't even hit Haaland, there's another question as to, is he actually interfering with play? For me, I'd probably say yes. Rico Lewis found in a nice little pocket there. Cuts it back to Semenyo. Semenyo hard and low across. Not a bad idea, that. But we can still win this game. We can still win this game. We can still go and get a second. You know, genuinely finish this game off at least. You know. Then all we need to do, 2-0 would be an unbelievable scoreline to take back to the Etihad. And not only this tie, it's the confidence boost. You know, coming to a place like this and winning. What a boost that would be. It's not like they've played the kids, is it? You know, if anything, we've made more changes than they have. Doku, ball across. Joe Linton, just about, well, calm as you like, really, in the end. But we've got Rodri on the pitch now. Rico Lewis getting... But that's a foul! Yes, fucking hell, man. Thought the referee wasn't going to give it. Rico Lewis just got shoved. Harvey Barnes right through the back. Oh. They're showing it again. There's obviously some controversy. I just... That line is fucking bollocks. That line is fucking bollocks. Did you see that line? Oh, fuck right off. Pause the fucker. His orange boot's like miles over the line. That's not Haaland's boot, you fuckwit. Haaland doesn't have orange boots. What the fuck? Pause it on the lines. The blue line is supposed to be the Newcastle player. The red line's supposed to be Haaland. His orange boot is miles over the blue line. It's not even close. What the fuck is that for a line? Oh, fucking bollocks, man. Gonna come back to a fucking Newcastle equaliser, no doubt now, aren't I? Now I've paused it for so long. Fuck off, man. Fucking, what, a 4-year-old's hand? My fucking 2-year-old daughter can draw, like, more accurate lines than that. Well, it's not even the straightness, it's the fact that they've not put it on the right players. There's two lines that are that far apart. There's on the Newcastle line and the City player line, and the Newcastle player's boot is here, arguably over the offside line. Therefore, playing him on. What was that? Fucking bollocks, man. Curtis, mate, he's looking good, man. He's been robbed. He's been robbed of his third Manchester City goal, though, mate. Robbed. This is a robbery. Even 1-0 is a robbery. If we win this game 1-0, we've been robbed. We've been robbed. Should be 2-0. Fucking jokers, man. But we buy the refs, apparently. We don't have as much money as they do. That must be the problem. It's got to be the problem. Lewis Hall with a free kick deep as well. Haaland at the back post with some fucking brilliant defending that was from Erling Haaland. It was him who gave the free kick away. Semenyu's just lumped one out of play. But not a bad idea, really. Get us up the pitch at least. But fucking... I can't believe those lines! No, it's not. It can't be. You can't score with your elbow, so it can't be that. It can't be that. The point is irrelevant about whatever Haaland's doing because Malik Thiaw's boot is closer to the Newcastle goal than any of the lines. That's the main point. It overlaps both lines. Crazy. Alanga's brought that down really well. Gets it out to Harvey Barnes. Oh, this is where we're in trouble. He's going to chop it onto his right foot. Yeah, there he is. Reinders clears. Well done, lad. Well done, Reinders. It's a joke, innit, Russ? It's an absolute joke. Oh, how are we the cheats, man? It's like... Ball over the top. Oh, Langa with the touch of a fucking wardrobe. Riley, mate. VAR is a huge joke. It's just corruption. Oh, Doku with fucking scintillate. Get him in the book! Bruno G again! He should be on a red now. He should already be on a yellow. And that is another stonewall yellow card. He should be off. Again! You fucking wank shaft of a referee. I used to think that I didn't care about officiating. I used to think that, but this season has been a joke. I saw a BBC report today, actually, that apparently VAR incorrect decisions have gone up by 30%. I think that's the figure. Because now the BBC, and as much as I think the BBC is the biggest shower of shit that's ever come out of this country, that's beside the point. They're at least fighting the right side of the fight on this one because they've actually decided to create a panel of ex-referees and former players to take the numbers away from the referees because the numbers, when at the end of the season, the referees would send out the numbers to everybody saying, this is how many mistakes we made and this is how many correct decisions we made. But those numbers came from the referees. So of course they're going to make the numbers sound brilliant. But the BBC have got now a panel that they say is now what the real numbers are. And the numbers apparently have dropped dramatically. Like they are really bad. Like they've gone down. So they're getting worse. It's not just City. I'm complaining on behalf of everyone at this point. The fucking league's a joke, man. The officiating is shite. So I'm not even sure it is corruption. I'm not even sure. It's incompetency. It's just intellectually barren individuals who are too busy fucking snorting coke to do their fucking job. Bernardo Silva. Oh, shot block. Cherky's on the pitch. When did that happen? There's Cherky. I'm guessing we've got 12 men on now. Some people probably will accuse us of sending on an extra man without being allowed. Who came off? I missed that one. Alanga's just fell over here, man. His Newcastle career is just not taken off whatsoever, has it? And I guarantee he'll score now, I've said that. What the fuck, man? I can't believe that. Pay BPM, you owe me a bit. If I come Manchester one day and the referee owes me 100, mate, you are more than welcome. I'd love to have a get-together with you lot in the chat. I really would. How mad would that be? If we all had a little get-together. I'd love it. Having a chat. I'd like to meet you all. It would be good. Fucking ref, man. Fire Rainbow. That's a good name. It's contrasting as well, because rainbows are like nice and pretty, but fire's like, oh, danger. That must be one of the worst VAR decisions ever. It's up there. I mean, to be honest, I think there's probably worse than that, but I can't believe that the still that they put out. Am I the only one who thinks his foot was over the line? It's not subtle, though, because his boot is bright orange. It stands out like a sore thumb. We look like we're going to score a second here, and we deserve a second just for that farce of a decision that we just witnessed. Unbelievable. Who did Cherki come on for? Cherki for... Yes, I saw Doku leave the pitch. I didn't check. Who? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to get into American politics, by the way. I'm not interested. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not interested in politics. I don't know enough about it. I'll only embarrass myself. So there's no point. But one thing I want to happen is for Donald Trump to sue the living shit out of the BBC, man. I would love that to happen. Fucking bury them. Bury them. You know what I mean? That's, you talk about corruption. That is corruption beyond belief. The fucking brainwash shit we've got to listen to in this country. Ball in. Right, Rico. He's looked good since he's come on, you know. Rico. He's looked good. You know, he's carrying over this Exeter form. Gramsci, it's not Xiao. Was it not Xiao? Offside rule is second to last defender. Oh, right. Oh! Cherki nearly makes it 2. Right. Okay. Right. Rant over. You've just shut me down completely, Gramsci. Of course. Because the keeper, once he goes past that player, he becomes the defensive line, doesn't he? Right. I still need to see it again to be certain. But, yeah. I think you might have a point. So, 1-0. I'm glad it's not that, though, because that would have been unbelievable, wouldn't it? Like, because I thought I was losing my mind there for a minute. You've helped me there, mate. Gramsci. You've also made me look like a dick at the same time. But I appreciate you nonetheless. But we're not losing this game. Sure, we don't lose this game from here, man. We deserve the win. We deserve the win. This second half's been much, much better. Much better. I still think there's a debate, though, there, Gramsci. You know, I want to see more about it and analyse the decision more because it didn't seem right. There was something off about it from the fact that how long they took. The frame of which it hits Semenyo's knee is the other one. Rico Lewis is kicking off. It's been a feisty match. Quite like it. It's my sort of game. I like it. Fire Rainbow, thanks for the super chat again, mate. These refs and VAR are a joke. What's the point in VAR if they can't make the right decisions? Yeah, all too often they get it wrong, mate. Far too often they get it wrong. I still think VAR should be for offsides. Rico's been booked for taking too long with his throw-in. Bruno G's assaulted about 7 City players. He's on a yellow card. But Rico Lewis, he's also on a yellow card for taking too long with a throw-in. You can guarantee the Newcastle fans will have got that yellow card for Rico because they'll have been complaining, putting pressure on the ref. Haaland's won it. Still on the halfway line. No, Haaland's giving it. No. Back to the keeper. Back to the keeper. Well done, Max Alleyne. But Haaland's ball to Max Alleyne was crazy then. And he bails him out, man. Nearly sent Alanga away. Haaland just playing this blind pass. Nearly sends Alanga down the fucking line. I was saying to... I can't remember who it was who said that Foden... Teal, I think it was you, Teal. Foden was ghosting and Haaland was ghosting. And I agree with you, really, mate. But I think there are games... Oh, it's through. Harvey Barnes. Through to Voltemada. He's going to hold it up. Kusanov. Well done. Well done, Abdul Kadir Kusanov. Slowed him down and eventually it's cleared. But there's no way there. Imagine keeping a clean sheet here. That'd be brilliant. That would be brilliant, keeping a clean sheet at St. James's Park. Rico! Having a great game so far. Sent Cherki away. Cherki down the byline. Loads of space. City, 3 on 3 now. Semenyo arriving late. Look for him. Look for him. Cherki! One thing in your mind then was selfish. You were selfish. Slow it down. Semenyo on the edge of the box was waiting. You just cut it back and lay it on a plate for Semenyo to smash it. Why is he pulling the trigger there? Great run from him, carrying the ball half of the pitch down the right wing. No one to challenge him. But you get into the final third, decision-making's got to switch on. You got to lay that off for Semenyo there. Haaland, great ball. Reinders. Oh, he's unlucky there, Haaland. You can see what he's trying to do. You can see it at least. I applaud the effort. Oh, how are we not winning this game by more than one at this point? Because we are playing the better football in this second half. Oh, ball over the top. Oh, Max Alain's header was a little bit short, but Trafford's on his toes, comes out, collects it. But Kusanov with a great bit of defending here against Voltemada. You can see why he's been put on the bench with touches like that, dilly-dallying on the ball like that. It's got to do better than that from Voltemada, but Kusanov deals with it really well. Really, really good. Chatty! It's just a robbery now, innit? I mean, we're still winning, but yeah, I don't know. I need to look back. Gramsci's made a very valid point there because, of course, the rules are that if you go past the... when the keeper comes out, he becomes the last line of defence. He becomes the line for that. So if they've measured it off Pope rather than... Rodri's giving it away. Rather than Malik Chow, then fair enough. I'd still need to look at the lines at that point. And I also want to look at where did they choose the frame for when it come off Semenyo's boot. Kusanov with a header clear. Joe Linton's cross. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva's got it. No, Bernardo! Straight off to Nali. Gets a second chance to send Cherky away and he's done exactly that. Haaland's in business. Go on, Haaland! Haaland, mate. Did I just see Haaland pull out of a 50-50? I felt like Haaland could have got there then. I mean, he was going to get hurt, but he would have probably got Pope sent off as well. I'll give him benefit of the doubt. You know me, I've seen people back out of challenges and I've absolutely lost my head on this channel many a time. Savinho's done it twice. But yeah, that looked like one he could have got there then. Ryan Aït-Nouri's coming on. It's going to be Bernardo Silva coming off. Who's had a decent game. He's had a decent game. He's certainly not... Oh, it's not. It's not. It's Nathan Ake. I just saw Bernardo Silva wandering over. But it was only to talk to his boyfriend, Pep. What are we having for dinner tonight, Pep? Don't know, mate. Should we get a takeaway? Yeah. Either way, I found it funny. You probably didn't. Big up Liam. What a game for Trafford and how has your day been? My day's been all right, mate. It's been all right. Been all right. How's your day been? And he has played very well. James Trafford, yeah, really good. Massive save in the second half. His ball at his feet has been good. Couple of decent punches. A couple of... One flappy moment from a corner. One, really. But mostly from corners, very good. Very good. Distribution on point. He's just sent Semenyo away. As I say that, he's just sent one long. Semenyo to slow it down. But yeah, the big save, of course, was the one that he tips onto the bar. But you're absolutely right, Liam. Have we got the best two goalkeepers in the world? Not like number one and the second best goalkeeper. I'm just saying combined, 1 and 2 for clubs. I think we might have. I can't think of a second choice. Newcastle aren't bad. You know, Ramsdale and Pope, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for goalkeepers. I just don't think they're anywhere near Donnarumma and Trafford level, though. To be honest, I think Trafford's ahead of Ramsdale. Arguably, could be ahead of Pope. So, you know, our second choice keeper's better than both of their goalkeepers. So, I think we might have the best two goalkeepers, you know, in the world in terms of combined. Throat's going now because I've been shouting. 89 minutes gone. Manchester City 1-0 up in the first leg. Kieran Trippier's on the pitch as well, by the way. Big up to all of you that have hit that like button. Legendary behaviour. 30 seconds to go. Oh, no. Clear it. Rodri's on it. Foul, referee. Kieran Trippier, foul. It's a minimum of a 4-year prison sentence, that. Minimum. Kassanov with some unbelievable back heel. Then look at this. Voltemada brings it down on his chest, then shins it into the path of Lewis Miley. And then there's this little left foot back heel from Kassanov. A volleyed defensive back heel tackle from Kassanov. A little bit risky because he has no idea what he's kicking. Could have been a Newcastle player's leg for all he knew. But it was the ball. And he connects with it and clears it. Brilliant bit of 9 minutes. The Carabao Cup, man. I swear this might actually be corruption. Like, make it entertaining. Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like, the boss people, the fat cats at Carabao, the energy drink company, slipping a few brown paper bag jobs into the officials. Like, it's not even about who wins. It's just a case of make it entertaining. Make it entertaining with some controversy. 9 minutes. Because they don't want people tuning out. Because this is not won, by the way. It doesn't mean just because we've won this game, we're into the final. We could easily fuck this up at the Etihad. No one's really contemplated that we could absolutely bottle this. I don't think we will. It's more favourable for us to go to the Etihad with a 1-0 lead, starting a game with a 1-0 lead in the Etihad. You take it. Of course you do. But they've been trying so hard to get to Bernardo Silva, haven't they? Tonali just throwing him about. That's just a dirty bastard tackle, that is. That's just pure anger. And Bernardo Silva's got up and tried to headbutt his bollocks. Good for you, Bernardo Silva. Good for you. Excellent behaviour. That's exactly what I'd do, except I'd make sure I'd fucking connect. Right in the fucking gonads. This game's been feisty, man. Been a good game, really, in terms of that, entertainment. The football's not been great. Can we make it 2? Can we make it 2? Cherky passes it to Nick Pope. Such a tame effort, that. Pass, right through the middle. Straight. He's got to be either passing it or hitting it with a bit more venom. A bit more venom. Oh, yellow card coming out. Who's this for? Trippier. He's lucky. He should be in prison. Oh, no, it's Pep. Oh, it's Pep. Of course it is. I thought Trippier... I was wondering why Trippier was getting booked for time wasting when he's 1-0 down. Didn't really make sense, that. Oh, it's not even Pep. It's I think that's James French getting booked. Our set-piece coach. Big up sub 2. Still a long way to go. Ball in. No. Wide. Fucking hell. Even a last-minute equaliser. I don't know why that makes me laugh for some reason. Don't know why, it just gets me. Being sick watching football. I'm going to be sick. You ever get that? I find weird shit funny, man. But Ryan being sick, he's up there. Gets me. Good header by... Rico's forcing that, mate. Why is he trying to switch that ball? He's had a great game so far, but that was a silly mistake. Good little header from Cherki. Rico in a bit of space. Tries this little volley, trying to switch it. Just control the game. Game management. It's 1-0. Slow it down, Blues. Get the ball and hold it now. We're allowing Newcastle more chances than they deserve. Right, Rodri's got it. He didn't really have it there, to be fair to him. Still, Newcastle coming forward. Joe Linton now. He's been a wind-up merchant all game. Back post, Ryan Aït-Nouri nods it clear. Good to see him back, man. Great. He's quietly, an amazing addition. Like a new signing, isn't he? We have barely seen him. Before he went away, he didn't play virtually any games for us. FIFA Club World Cup and a few games at the start of the season. Harvey Barnes to the byline. Lewis Hall. Dinked in. Oh, Kasanov! You got to listen to the shout there, mate. That was James Trafford's ball all day long, and it's a corner ball, but Kasanov. Trafford was waiting. I presume there was a shout. There from Trafford to say, my ball. But he doesn't speak English, does he? So, corner ball to defend here. Trafford, stay strong, mate. Stay strong. Good header from Rodri. Cleared. Go on, Cherki. Go on, smash him. Lewis Hall, shot up in the air. Joe Linton, Kasanov. Trafford's ball. Send him. Someone's away. Go on, that's it, yeah. Semenyo. Go on, Semenyo, do him. Do it, all the way, lad. All the way, Antoine. Ball across. Oh, Lewis Hall with a great bit of defending. Is that Lewis Hall? Yeah, man, he's got cramp. What a bit of defending that was from Lewis Hall. I remember when I first saw him. Do you remember about a year? Was it a year ago or 2 years ago playing for Chelsea? And I think he made his Chelsea debut, against us. And I remember watching Lewis Hall thinking, he's a good player. Wondering if it's a bit of a flash in the pan moment. But ever since that debut, it might not have been his debut. I think in my head it was, but it might not have been for Chelsea. But he played against us at the Etihad in a Chelsea game. And he was really good, Lewis Hall, really good. And he's just gone on to other levels, man. He looks so good. I'm really, really impressed with him. He doesn't make mistakes. He's solid. He's defensively sound. He's got that balance, that rare balance of attack and defensive abilities. Reece James-esque, dare I say. Defensively, no problems. Forward, goals and assists, plenty of them. And I feel like Lewis Hall is rapidly becoming. I know Nico O'Reilly's been great. City fans, you might not agree with me here, but Lewis Hall's going to give him a run for his money to get into this England side. He really is. Starting 11 at least. But that stoppage time has flown by. There's only 1.5 minutes to go. Still enough time for an equaliser. But this is a massive moment. Not just in the grand scheme of the tournament and the competition, the grand scheme of our season. The confidence this will give us. Going away from here. Because this is a Premier League clash. Let's be fair about it. This is a Premier League clash. And we're going away to one of the most difficult grounds you can go to in the league. And we're winning. And we're not just winning. We're winning with a clean sheet. And we're through on goal. And it's 2-0! 2-0! Game over! Game over! You can stick your VAR shit firmly up your arse. Because it's 2-0! Ryan Cherki with a tap-in. Ryan to Ryan. Ryan Aït-Nouri. Assist to Ryan Cherki. Exactly what we deserve for this second half. Been by far the better team in this second half. First half, 50-50. Second half, miles better. 2-0. Take that back to the Etihad. Come on, City. Right now, that's a fucking killer blow, that is. That is a killer blow. We've just floored them, man. It's been floored, that has. Lovely shit, man. Lovely. Oh, it's brilliant, man. It's good. It's good. Cheers for the 9 minutes. Appreciate the 9 minutes.
Thanks for the 9 minutes.
Come on, City. Yes. Oil Classico. Winning. That's big as it gets. That's what she said. With disappointment. Don't. Oh, Lewis Hall, shittest player on the pitch by a mile, kicked it out for a goal kick. There goes the full-time whistle. DS4 dropping in with the 5 gifted memberships. Antoine Semenyo opening the scoring for Manchester City has been robbed of a 3rd Manchester City goal in 2 games. I saw the inside episode on Manchester City's YouTube channel talking about Haaland and Semenyo met one another, saying he's never going to pass to me because he's challenging for his golden boot. He was joking, but he might not be, because Semenyo is in the goals right now. He is in the goals, and he's carried over his form from Bournemouth as if he's not even changed. There has been no change in Semenyo whatsoever. Arguably better. He's scored 2 back-to-back. Should have been 3, but Cherky finishes them off. But this tie's not done. But it's so difficult. Just go to the Etihad, score first. They will be done. They will be finished. They do not have the mental capacity to come back from 3-0 at the Etihad. They don't. 3-0 on aggregate is game over. They tried all the dirty tricks today, Newcastle. By the way, I got a lot of time for Newcastle, so Newcastle fans are going to listen to this and think, what a wanker. What a wanker he is. You're right, I am a wanker and I don't give a shit. But to be honest, they came at us today. They were so aggressive, so dirty, so much niggly fouls and little moments. And Joel Linton, Bruno G, so many like hard tackles. Bernardo Silva was given as good as he gets, to be fair. But it was a tough, hard battle with physical components to factor in to this game. But we dealt with it, man. We dealt with it so well. And as much as we think Bernardo Silva is not a physical player, man, like, I respect to him for this performance, because he's what I want. He's just like, he's got the attitude of Joel Linton, but half the size. Like, do you know what I mean? In his head, in Bernardo Silva's head, he's as big as Joel Linton. He sees himself, he looks in the mirror and he sees this giant looking back at him. Everyone else sees Bernardo Silva, but he sees a fucking monument, and he acts like it, man. He acts like a fucking big man on that pitch. And he played like one today, man. Bernardo Silva was class. He really was, man. He was putting it about, giving such a fight. And I didn't want to see him in this pitch today. And I got to hold my hands up to respect to you, Bernardo Silva, man, because I didn't want to see you start this game. I thought it would be too much. How wrong was I? And Rico Lewis, man, he came on and put it about. The players that you actually think would put it about didn't really. Haaland. You know? But, yeah, 2-0's massive. 2-0's absolutely massive. Jorginho, respect to you, mate. This is a Newcastle fan who's an absolute like class act. Well played. Edged it. Wembley trip for you. My only gripe is the cup-tied rules should have never been uplifted. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've benefited from that, mate, haven't we? We've benefited from it, but we're not the ones who make the rules, are we? It's just one of them. But you're absolutely right. Without Semenyo today, we wouldn't have opened the scoring, but it's a big what if, like, because it would have been a different player. The whole game would have been different because we are talking about the butterfly effect at that point, aren't we? Like, anything could have changed. A different player plays, and then the whole game's different, really, isn't it? But I think if your gripe should be Visa missing that first chance. That's what your gripe should be. He should be burying that. 1-0 Newcastle. That would have been a totally different game. Semenyo or no Semenyo. It would have been 1-0 Newcastle, and it would have been an uphill task for Manchester City where, you know, we'd have struggled. I'm not sure we'd come away with the 2-0. Well, we wouldn't have come away. We wouldn't have turned it over, because it's just like, we don't overturn many games when we go 1-0 down at the minute. When we go 1-0 down, we struggle to win. I can't remember. I don't think we've ever won a game in the Premier League when we've gone 1-0 down. I think we've overturned a couple of games this season outside. I think it was... did we go 1-0 down to Swansea? We were on Real Madrid and Swansea, 2 teams in white this season. We've gone 1-0 down to and overturned it. Outside of that, going 1-0 down is a problem for us, and Visa missing that chance was the reason you should be annoyed, mate. Absolutely. But big up to you, Jorginho. Proper fan, you, mate. Big up to you. Mullet, don't want to ruin the mood. I'll be gone for a bit. So Mullet's gone for a poo. Should we carry on? But yeah. Jammy Jam Jam. Aït-Nouri with a great assist. Yeah, man. That's a massive boost for him. But it was the Ryan Cherki pissed me off before he scored, to be honest. Twice. Sorry, timer. Yeah. Apologies. Always let it go, don't I? Always. It's been a bad one for me today. The clock's been bad. I've been poor with my professionalism. I made it Newcastle 1-1 at one point. I didn't put City's goal on for about 15 minutes. But anyway, moving on. I can't remember what I was going to say now, so I can't even move on. Big up to DS Ford, by the way, for that gifted membership, mate. That was really kind, mate. Thank you very much. Cherky, that's what I was talking about. He was, like, frustrated me. Came on, offered a lot of life. There was a moment he came down that right wing, though, and he had all the pitch in front of him. So much grass to run into. And then he's doing nothing wrong at that point. He just gets into the penalty area, and I think he had, was it Reinders and Haaland, who were, like, parallel to him. They were alongside him. That's the square ball. The cutback ball to the most advantageous ball would have been a cutback to Semenyo, who was arriving late. He let all the players run in front of him. All the Newcastle players flooded into the box, and Semenyo dropped and just waited for a cutback from Cherki. But then he just decides he's having a shot. He had one thing in his mind there, tunnel vision. I'm shooting. You got to cut that shit out, mate. And, like, decision making, you know, that is a moment where he's got to cut it back to Semenyo. And moments later, he's through on goal. This time it's like, yeah, you should be shooting. It is the right thing to do is shoot in that situation from Ryan Cherki. But the effort was just tame. Like, it was a pass. Like, so 2 moments that frustrated the life out of me with Cherki. But this is Cherki. The ability he has, the never say die attitude. He'll just keep trying these audacious things. He was the one who flicked it to Ryan Aït-Nouri. I think it was a throw-in straight into Ryan Cherki. A lovely little flick to send Ryan Aït-Nouri away down the line. Doesn't stand there looking, admiring his pass. That was a good pass, wasn't it? On his bike, looking for the second return ball, gets into the penalty area and gets his goal. A deserved goal from that particular move. You know, so brilliant from Ryan Cherki, man. Eventually, brilliant. Eventually. 2-0. 2-0. Yeah, that'll come with time. I'm not going to hold a grudge against him too much. Do you know what I mean? It was decent, Daniel. It was decent. You know, I think obviously the first goal wasn't quite as good as that. I think it was just good build-up play. Cherki with a lovely little flick down the line to Ryan Aït-Nouri, who starts, like, heading to the byline, but towards goal at the same time. Looked like he was overran it, but just gets a cut back to Cherki, and first time left foot, keeps it low, makes it so difficult for Nick Pope, and doesn't find the corner, but it finds it, you know, he's that close in proximity to Pope that it's going to be really difficult for him to save. And into the back of the net it goes, man. Oh, mate. Yeah, Cherki, I agree with you. Appreciate the goal as well, mate. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Forgot all about it. I don't know where it is. I tied it up before. I don't know where it is. Buzzing, man. Who's your man of the match? It's a good question, because I felt like the whole team played reasonably well. I want to also give a shout out to Nico O'Reilly, because I don't want to ignore the negative disbelief that I came into this stream with. I don't want to pretend that didn't happen, because it did. I came into this stream with a confidence, like, hit. When I saw the starting 11, I was like, oh. I didn't like the midfield. I did not like it. I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't. Nico O'Reilly, inexperienced against Bruno G and Joel Linton with Bernardo Silva to help him. That doesn't sound right, does it? But it worked, man. O'Reilly was really good. He was really good. There was very little mistakes from him. Composed on the ball. He received it in tight spaces. His touch, which is a weak spot to O'Reilly's game. He's not got a good first touch. It often lets him down, but not in this game. His touch was near perfect. Near perfect. Really good. Really good from O'Reilly. I thought Bernardo Silva's up there for man of the match. Trafford played well. Good moments from him. Big save. Big save from James Trafford. That's really good to see. You know, what a number 2 we've got here, man. Is he going to stay around, though? Is he going to stick around? A lot of you are suggesting Trafford for man of the match. Maybe. It's mad to give it our keeper because I don't think we were like under the cosh. I normally give it a keeper when they've like pulled off like 3 or 4 worldy saves. But yeah, you know what I mean? He kept the... Right, let's have a look. Oh, they didn't show that line again because I lost my head with that line. So big up to Gramsci for, knowing the rules. Knowing the rules of the game, which I completely forgot about. Obviously, the keeper being the last man. But was it? I still need to see it, mate. I still need to see it. I'm not convinced. Elaine was good. Yeah, Elaine was good. He did play very well. Again, 3 games in a row now from Max Elaine where he's just been safe. Kusanov was good. A couple of shaky moments. One in particular that's in my mind. That it's the immediate impact of the save from Trafford where he tipped it onto the bar. And Kusanov then could have collected it, but he was looking up the pitch like, who am I going to pass this to? Without realising there's a Newcastle player right there. And that led to Bruno Guimaraes smashing it off our post, because he got caught on the ball. But there were still some very good moments from Kusanov defensively, good in the air as well. He was winning a lot of aerial duels, I felt like, today. I don't know the facts, but I feel like he was winning a lot of aerial duels. Sometimes they weren't even aerial duels. They were just no one challenging him, but getting it cleared. Max Lane, good on the ball. Ake was sound, not man of the match worthy, but no mistakes, kept it simple. I know it's not popular, but outfield, I'm edging towards Bernardo Silva. I actually thought he actually had a really good game, Bernardo Silva. And it isn't just numbers with him, though. The effort, it's hard to describe Bernardo Silva because he isn't a numbers guy, is he? He's a lead by example. He's an attitude. He's a personality. That's what it is. And you need those on the pitch. I want a player who he doesn't give a shit that he's 4'3". He's standing up there looking at you big fucking lump, Joel Linton. I don't give a shit how big you are, mate. I'll give it you as good as I get, mate. Don't give a fuck how big you are. I love that. I love that about Bernardo Silva. I'm all about that, mate. That's brilliant for me. And I love it. I think it's a vital component to a football team. You need a guy like that. You have to. You go back to Nigel de Jong. Again, how many times will we have been given Nigel de Jong man of the match? And it's vibes. It's vibes, Nigel de Jong, he doesn't get numbers, but he doesn't take any prisoners either. He's just a personality on the pitch, and dare I say it, the name that, none of us want to say, but Roy Keane, that type of player, someone who's just doesn't take any shit, and compared to Roy Keane, Bernardo Silva's technical ability is through the roof compared to him. But you know the point I'm trying to make is you need these guys, and Bernardo Silva's one of them. And there's a reason he's got the captain's armband, for that very reason. Gramsci, Cherky has better stats than KDB with same amount of minutes for us. Double the big chances made, higher passing accuracy, and more than double the dribbles. The first two is what impresses me the most. Dribbles, I'm not that surprised at, because De Bruyne, he could dribble, but he wasn't really a dribbler, was he? De Bruyne. But yeah, Cherky's big chances and passing accuracy. Again, that's not as... The big chances is the one, because De Bruyne took risks. So does Cherky. I imagine Cherky's passing accuracy is going to average this year around the 75 to 78% mark. Below 80. Because, same as De Bruyne. De Bruyne would sometimes get into the 50s and the 60s. And it's not because he's bad. It's because he always tried the most difficult pass that's... If it goes wrong, it's given away and brings your percentage down. But if you get it right, it's 1-0 or 2-0. It's a goal. You know what I mean? That's the difference. And you've got to have a player that does that. And Cherky's now our guy. And what a fantastic bit of business. To replace Kevin De Bruyne with this guy. Yeah, man. And he's so young as well. He's got so much ahead of him. And we spent 30 million on him. That's insane, man. What a bit of business. Yeah, anyway, Gramsci, big up to you, mate. Thank you very much. Christine, love this chat. Awesome. Thanks all. Big up, Christine. Hope you have a good night. And you enjoyed the game. Calm down on Haaland. Yeah, we got to take it easy on him, man, because he's going to silence people. This is the thing. You have to, like, bear in mind the criticism you got to take, like, I'm just looking at this goal again. It was actually Semenyo. It was a throw-in, but it was a Semenyo pass into Cherki. But the celebrations from the City players, I love it. Do you? I told you the other day, I think some of you saw the video, I like to pause when the goal goes into the back of the net. Does anyone else do this? Like, they pause the moment it goes into the back of the net to examine each individual City player's reaction. Am I weird for doing that? Is that a weird thing to do? It's a bit weird, isn't it? But I want to know how each City player felt when it went in the back of the net. And you can see like all of them just doing like all sorts of different reactions. None of them are what I just did. But yeah, buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing. Lovely, lovely stuff. And I love how it's in the 99th minute as well. Like, they had 9 minutes on. Let's get Newcastle back into this game. Come on. Come on. 2-0. 2-0. Oh, right. Chelsea, Arsenal, tomorrow. Obviously, you'd prefer Chelsea in the final. Obviously. And I think I'd like a bit of revenge for that Etihad result, the 1-1. Because that's put a massive nail in our, like, a spanner in the works. That's the word, isn't it? For our season. It really has. That draw, that last minute equaliser's killed us. But apparently Chelsea have got quite a few players out. Arsenal, I imagine, will be going full strength. They've also got the second leg away. Chelsea, so Chelsea being at home. I think it's Chelsea at home. Yeah, I didn't mention Doku, did I? I thought he played very well. You know, really good, actually. Yeah. So, man of the match is actually quite tough today, and it's not because we played badly. I think they all played reasonably well. You know, I just don't think anyone stood out massively, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I think we all like dwindled. All of the players like dwindled in that 7 to 8 out of 10 mark, which makes tomorrow's player ratings quite boring, really. But tune in anyway. I'll give you my thoughts in a bit more detail tomorrow about each player when I've watched the game back and got the numbers. But the immediate reaction is absolutely buzzing to be in a second leg semi-final with a 2-0 lead to take back to the Etihad. We have got to score first at our place because, you know, all it takes is 1-0 to Newcastle at the Etihad. Opening 10 minutes. That's all it takes. And squeaky bum time. And the whole atmosphere at the Etihad will change. So, but if we can just score first, make it 3-0, I think they'll be done at that point. So that's how close we are to a League Cup final for me. Is one more goal should do it for me. One more goal should do it. One more. And then I think we're in business. But absolutely buzzing, man. I really can't believe we kept a clean sheet. I'm not surprised we won. I daren't say that because I think I predicted a win. I felt like we would win. You know, and they did what I wanted them to. They took the game enough to them. They weren't passive. We didn't think, well, let's just see if we can take a draw back. We went for it. We went to try and win the tie in this leg. And we've almost done it. We've almost done it. You know, we're still like within a chance of, one goal away from me, and I think we've done it. But, yeah, absolutely buzzing. Looking at that Semenyo disallowed goal, I've no idea what they're saying here. But I'm looking at it again, all these boots. All these boots lining up. Crazy. But, I mean, Haaland doesn't touch it, so is he... I think the fact that he's holding on to Chow, you have to say he's interfering with play there, don't you? But I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit like that. They're examining. I'm going to rewind all this in a minute and have a proper look at it with the audio to hear what was the official decision based on. But But anyway, right, we're into, 1 foot into the final of this season's Carabao Cup final. 1 foot. Still not done. We can celebrate. We've got the derby. This was the perfect, practice, let's say, for the Manchester derby this Saturday. Lunchtime kickoff. Make sure you're tuning in for that. Manchester derby. I would say it doesn't get bigger than that, but it does. It gets a lot bigger than Manchester United nowadays, doesn't it? You know what I mean? They think that it doesn't get, when anyone plays Manchester United, it doesn't get bigger than that. It does. It gets a shit ton bigger. So much bigger than Man United now, isn't it? Arsenal, Liverpool, even this game was bigger. This game was bigger. Newcastle away is bigger than playing United. I put them on the same line of like Palace away. That's playing United now. It's the same the same danger. You know, it's just the only addition to it is laughing rights, bragging rights. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, right, that's next. We enjoy this for now. Enjoy this. Buzzing. Right, Blues, take care. Player ratings in the morning. If you haven't hit the like button, please do that. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you're interested in becoming a member, the membership link is in the pinned comment as well as in the description of the video. But big up to all of you in the chat. Love to all of you. You've all been fantastic as usual. Good to hear you tell me how much fun you're having in the chat as well. Not just me. The chat is what you're enjoying as well. Good. Glad to hear it. Really, really good. But take care, and I'll see you in the next one.